Oh, yes, it is my birthday, and I am performing the helicopter for my fans. Welcome, and thank you one and all for joining me on the glorious Friday 3C live stream. And today is a special one because 31 years ago, I popped out of a special vajay, not just any, my mother's. I'm 31. It is my birthday. I cannot be canceled on my birthday. That is one of the commandments of life, and I have decided it. Hello, and thank you one and all. Yes, please go and rattle off. And if you're not super chatting $1,000, I'm not answering you because it's my birthday, and I'm allowed to have high demands. Of course, I'm just kidding and I'm just joking around with you guys. It is so nice to be here. And yes, today is my actual birthday, February 6, 1995. Social Security number 1234567 My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 1308 Negro Oloyo Lane. My brother Hank is a DEA agent. So good to see all you guys' faces here today. So funny that my birthday lands on a Friday. But man, 31. That's what I got here. The good old 3-1, my friends. I would like to say I'm older. I'm wiser. I can give you knowledge that a 31-year-old should give. But I kid you not, I feel, at least mentally, like I'm still 22. That I know I don't appear it. I know I act more like I'm 12, but I wish I felt more like an adult. I remember being a kid. Someone said, bro is 13. Oh, they're backwards, aren't they? Well, I can't wait to drive a car one day. I can't wait to be able to vote. I can't wait to enlist into the army and get drafted into a war. 13, yay! Teenage father? You're turning 13. Well, that's what happens when you don't understand cameras and mirroring and whatnot. It'll eventually flip around. It's making its way now, guys. But either way, I still like to thank you one and all for being here. We're not just going to spend it talking about me and my birthday and everything wonderful about me, because you know I'm a humble man. I didn't get where I am by showing off lavish things. I got where I was by doing the cringy, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting movie topics, and then I have a little special segment that I promised you guys I will do, which we will get to. So rattling off some of the things we're going to discuss here in the live stream, and there are timestamps in the description, at least when you're watching the VOD, the replay of this live. And if you're here live, thank you. We're going to be talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. We got some plot details about what they're going to be doing on that. As someone who hasn't seen a single Pirates of the Caribbean movie, I am well qualified to tell you whether this is a good plan or not. We got the plot for the 6th Insidious movie. Does it sound any better than what they did last time? Scream 7 finally ramps up the marketing, but boy almighty, did they make some weird choices that is causing a lot of drama online. We're going to look at that. Dan Trachtenberg might be leaving the Predator franchise. What? He just saved it. Come on, man. Can never fall in love with a Predator. We got a new design for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey for the 3rd movie. Thought I'd show that off to you guys. And we'll then talk about some updates with Spider-Man Brand New Day. And then, as promised, we'll get into the 3C Lookalike tier list, where I've compiled all the people that you guys say I look alike. And I will be giving you my honest thoughts on which ones actually look like me and which ones you guys are making up, because there's no way. There's no way. I guess we could talk about some Minions 3. I'm waiting for the official trailer. I know there was a leak, and we've already talked about, and we've known for a while there's supposed to be brand new Minions, and Bob and Kevin ain't coming back. Some people are just finding that out, but I'm waiting until the actual trailer drops, right? So we'll do that. And oh, thank you. My son, Emilio, he's doing great. He's doing wonderful. He gave me a nice a birthday poopy diaper. And I appreciate my son for that. Okay. Where do we, let's just start off. Let's just rattle things off. Again, review for The Strangers Chapter 3 is on the channel. It's not just Strangers Chapter 3. If you want to know what happens in the entire trilogy, the backstory they give to these strangers, all the weird and dumb things they decide to do in these 3 movies, I wrap it all up for you here in one video so you can check that out. Okay, but let's start off with Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, so as you guys know, this was a big franchise. It was like 5 movies in total, movies I need to catch up on, and they were very well liked and enjoyed. A lot of that because of Johnny Depp and his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow, and because I have seen Epic Movie, I understand the character entirely. That is canon, right? Well, we got a report coming in from Jeff Snyder here that's letting us know the new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot is reportedly in the works, focused on Jack Sparrow's son. Okay. Christy Wilson Cairns, who did the movie 1917, pretty good movie, is in talks to write the script. Let's see if we got any other ones. Project is a priority for the new Disney leadership. And this one is the movie that is rumored to also be starring Margot Robbie. Okay. Interesting. Now, knowing nothing about this series and just throwing it out there, probably the right and smart move. I think it's still kind of up in the air whether Disney wants to work with Johnny Depp. They realize he is a very popular character in this series as Jack Sparrow. And again, even as someone's not watched him, he's someone that impacted so heavily that he was in a parody movie. He was in this. He was that. Everybody was doing Jack Sparrow impressions. So I get that he was well liked. The idea that he's going to have now a son, okay, I can relate to that. Am I going to be seeing him change diapers? In fact, I don't even think we'll actually be seeing him. If anything, they're probably doing this as a way to try and have their cake and eat it too. It's like, we're not bringing back Johnny Depp because we just don't want the people who are against him and the people who are for him just fighting one way or another. We bring in his son. It's a way of honoring Sparrow, but also not having to do Sparrow. But also, if we do a Jack Sparrow look-alike or kind of sound alike or copycat, can't say nothing because it's his son. Anybody want to see a drunk baby be the captain of a ship? Captain, actually. That's my best Jack Sparrow impression. The guy was always drunk and like had acid reflux, almost about to come out of his throat every time. That's not. That was a bad lunch I had there. I sound more like the Roach from Men in Black, but I digress. Is this actually something that you guys think will actually help with the Pirates franchise? Again, I have nothing against the Pirates movies. They were just one of those films I never got around to because I don't have an interest in pirates. But even saying that, you guys have been very vocal. No, Chris, give them a shot. No, watch them. You'll like them, which you're probably right. I probably will, and I'll get around to it. Maybe I'll even do a video when I finally check them out. But you can't deny, man, these movies were big at one point. I mean, they're so tied to their Disney parks, and they want to keep this property going and alive. This is the way to do it. I'm sure Margot Robbie will also be a big help. But Jack Sparrow's son, I think that is a way to be able to, like, okay, I don't think we want to bring back Johnny Depp, but we could have someone that is in honor of that character. So we'll see. Is the OG director back? Not that I saw. They just have the writer so far, but that would be something else to do. That would also mend if they bring back the original director of the earlier movies that they liked. We'll see if it goes through, though. They've been talking about this Pirates movie for like a couple years now. Let's see if it actually happens. All right. Let's move on to Insidious 6. I cannot believe how many Insidious movies are in the works. And, well, because the last Insidious movie, Insidious the Red Door, that actually managed to make good money at the box office, even though it was not a good movie. Like, half the movie was recapping the old movies. I was like, what? We're here because we know those movies. What a waste of bringing back that family and the kid all these years later. Could have honestly have been such a good movie, but they didn't. They didn't nail it, but because people were interested and they got bought in by nostalgia, it made money. So they're like, oh, we making more. And now we have the plot of what's going to go down. Here, thanks to a plot leak, it says a trio of stalkers infiltrate a quiet suburb and force a new family into the astral plane, where they uncover a terrifying truth. The further is bleeding into the real world. This is also bringing back the actress that who has been in the Insidious movies. I should honestly know her name. She's a horror legend, but her name is escaping me right now. Lynn Shay. She's the only returning character. No Patrick Wilson, Ty Simpkins, or Rose Byrne will be coming back. Oh, look, this sounds fine. I don't mind this. The idea of like a family getting trapped into the astral plane. It's definitely a scary place. Insidious, to me, that first one is still one of those rare PG-13 horror movies that genuinely terrified me. I remember sitting in the theater and that screeching, eerie sound that is just so creepy. The little Darth Maul red face guy behind Patrick Wilson gave me like an inner heart attack when that showed up for the first time in the big screen. It was such a well done movie with a cool premise. Sequels, little less to be desired, but still, it's an interesting world. And this isn't even the movie I'm waiting for. I still want to know what happened to the Insidious movie with Kumail Nanjiani. What happened to this movie? Is it ever coming out? Okay, because I told you guys about this movie, I think now for 2 years. It's real. I didn't make it up. It's a real movie. Yes, 2023. That's crazy. It's about to be 3 years since this Insidious movie was announced, called Mandy Moore and Kumail Nanjiani to star in Thread, an Insidious tale for Scream Gems, Moon Knight, Jeremy Slater directing. It's basically a spin-off in the world of Insidious, but the plot to me sounded so bussin'. As bussin' as it can get. Kids still say bussin', right? Basically, the plot of this movie was going to be that Kumail and Mandy Moore were parents. They had a kid. The kid died. But then they discover the astral plane, the further. And if you remember in the second movie, they start introducing time travel elements into the further, where if you go into the astral plane, you can actually go back in time in a weird way and mess with stuff. It was like an interesting concept they never explored. This movie was going to do that, where they were going to go back and save their kid from dying, but in kind of like a Pet Cemetery style. In doing that, although they get their kid, things are wanting it back and things like, and that sounded cool to me. Where did this movie go? 3 years. It happened. I think it got filmed. It's out there. Never got released. Never got put out anywhere. I really want to know what happened to this movie, man. To me, it sounds, see, there we go. A couple resorts to a spell to travel back in time, hoping to prevent their daughter's tragic death. I'm like, yeah, I'd want to see this one. As far as all Insidious movies go, that sounds way more interesting to me. Someone said, we don't need it. Let me know if the sound bites are too loud again, guys. I adjusted some stuff, and if they are, I'm going to turn them up even louder. Someone said canceled. Was it canceled? I didn't see anything. From what I understood is they haven't filmed it. Oh, okay. I thought they did. From what I understood is they filmed it and they just like never brought it out. It's gone, bro. No, it's never gone. I want my Kumail Insidious 6, 7. Hey, since it's my birthday. Instead of turning 31, what if I was 67, guys? I'm gonna hit you with the pose of that baby meme. You know that meme? Baller knowledge. Who knows that baby meme? Baby meme gif. Nah. I had to hit you with it. Just so stupid. So stupid. Anyways, okay, so Unk didn't know movie never actually got made. I'd still rather see that Kumail movie than whatever that plot is for the next one, but maybe it'll be good. I'm willing to give it a shot. But man, I'm just so pissed on how that last Insidious movie ruined a lot of good potential. You guys let me know your thoughts on all that, and are you even excited for a 6th Insidious movie? I think that's actually coming out this year too. All right, let's talk about Scream 7. Okay, guys. Last we talked about Scream 7. We were discussing how the marketing has been kind of awful for this movie. They've like at this point with Scream 6, there was so much great marketing, a lot of viral buzz, a lot of interesting things they were doing, cast interviews, games, all these things where I was like, this is such a fun marketing campaign, and it worked. Scream 6 was the highest opening weekend of a Scream movie. So we're all like, what's with Scream 7 going on? And I think we got kind of an idea of why the marketing was so because we found out they're paying for a Super Bowl ad. That right there takes so much money out of their budget, so much out of their marketing budget, because it's $10 million for 30 seconds. So that, I think, kind of explains why we didn't see such a huge push, because they want to save it for the Super Bowl. But we have gotten some stuff. Some stuff I'm going to be honest and say I like. Other stuff I just like. It's as someone that wants to stay away from the controversy and just be a fan of Scream. Of course, I'm pissed at what happened to Melissa Barrera, but I just kind of like, I know as a fan, I still want to see this movie and enjoy it because of Kevin Williamson and Sidney Prescott and Neve Campbell. But man, some of the things going on. So one of the first things they did is they dropped this new poster that I love. I thought it was a great poster. In fact, here we'll put it side by side. So although this is Drew Barrymore's face, they got this poster, and this will I think be exclusively released out. I think at Cinemarks, might be other theaters as well. But this poster will be coming out for the early fan screenings if you bought your tickets for that. And I love this poster. I was talking about how much I hated this poster and how much I've kind of disliked this new trilogies of posters, because it's just the stereotypical floating head kind of look. I loved this poster. I thought it was such a great kind of coming full circle. And I know Neve Campbell's eyes aren't blue, but it's a callback again to the Drew Barrymore poster. I thought this was honestly a good poster. I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. Then we got all the popcorn buckets announced. We were talking about some popcorn buckets that were leaking, and boy, did they all come out of swinging. Here we have all of them along with the theaters they're going to be coming out with. Oh, man, right when I was trying to get out of the popcorn bucket game, because let me tell you, you want to know what it felt like? I was going to tweet this, but I didn't know how it goes. Okay, I got to be very careful with what I search here, but it is important, okay? Ice Spice twerk GIF. Now, there's a punchline to this, okay? But I'm about to put it on. So if you're in the living room, if your girlfriend, mom's next to you, I'm just giving you a warning. I'm about to hit enter. Okay. There is an Ice Spice GIF where, let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Where Ice Spice twerks, but her passion isn't in it anymore. And to me, that is what it felt like buying popcorn. I cannot find the actual GIF. Come on, where is it? Heart not in it. Bro just wanted to look at Ice Spice. Oh, come on. If somebody has that GIF, you know which one I'm talking about. Please send it over. Tag me. It's always going viral on Twitter. But there's a GIF of Ice Spice where she's twerking at like a concert, and she just does not care. She's just like, oh, just another day on the job. And I related to that in a way where it's like, that's what popcorn buckets have become to me now a little bit, where they were fun at first, they were enjoyable, but then last year when there was a total of 87 buckets and there was just too many to go around, they just lost their passion. They weren't as fun. These Scream 7 buckets kind of got me back in, and I was like, okay, it doesn't feel as bad. Someone said clip. So what I'm saying is, I think these look cool. Now, I have noticed something interesting about these, but I'm going to wait till I do the popcorn bucket video because it's going to be the only interesting comment I have about these. So Cinemark one is cool. I love the Regal one. I think the Regal one might be my favorite, which again, I hate because Regal is the only theater in my area that is an hour drive. So I got to be able to get out to that. And AMC, pretty cool. Again, these have an interesting connection to why these three were chosen. I'll talk about that when I get the popcorn bucket, but these got revealed and they're out there if you're going to be wanting to grab it. And I also want to remind people, before Scream 5 and 6, the reason this hypes me up, just the merchandise, there was a point in time where Ghostface merchandise was rare. It was just like unheard of. It was like so hard to find, mainly because there's a lot of rights issues, which is one thing we're going to talk about here because there's a lawsuit involved with Scream and Ghostface right now. But because of that, the Ghostface merch at one point in time was very rare. And so it's kind of cool, although all the controversy of Scream 7, to see things like this, because at one point in time we were getting nothing of Scream merchandise. It was so hard to find. But okay, with all that marketing came the controversy. So let me talk about the first one, because I know some of y'all are going to bring it up. There is a lawsuit that just got brought up with Scream. This came out literally today, saying, who owns the ghost face mask? Paramount and Spyglass sue ahead of Scream 7 release. Now, if you're a Ghostface fan and you followed these franchise for a while, you will know the story of how the Ghostface mask was chosen. It was never made for the movie. It was always a costume before the Scream film. It was just a random one of those cheap Halloween costumes you could just buy in a Halloween store. It had no meaning, but Wes Craven saw it in a house and said, hey, I want that to be the costume for my horror movie, and thus it became part of it. Well, this lawsuit is claiming that Fun World is not the actual owner of the Ghostface mask, and instead it's this other company called Alterian. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Alterian. They are the actual owners. They created the mask way long ago, and they are the ones suing both Spyglass and Paramount to own the rights for the Ghostface mask. Now, my opinion, I think it's a bunch of nothing. I think it's a situation of somebody maybe having a smidgen of a case, enough to where they could probably get some sort of plea deal from Spyglass, Paramount, Fun World, whoever, to get a couple $1,000s. But I don't think they know they have a case to actually win this. And this has nothing to do with any controversies with Melissa Barrera. This is not anything to do with the rights of the movie. So if you're seeing any misleading headlines that, oh, Spyglass is about to lose the rights to Scream and go, no, nothing like that. This is just, it really just seems like a company that found a way to, I think we could have a small way to get a couple $1,000. Like it's not as big of a deal. And if anything, once you read further into this, I'm just like, okay. Because look at this comment. It says, Alterian intentionally slept on its purported rights in the iconic Ghostface mask used throughout the Scream franchise for 30 years. What this is saying is this company has known for 30 years that they own that mask, but they said, we're going to let you use it. And then randomly for the 7th movie, they were like, actually, we want it back. Come on. They're like, okay, you don't, at this point, you should have sued like at Scream 2, at Scream 3, if you have known this long. Hey, that mask looks familiar. So yeah, it does. I don't think this is going to hold in court at all. And it's going to be a situation where Spyglass and Paramount are just probably going to have to pay the guy a couple bucks. And they probably also purposely waited for the movie about to release, because if this actually does get approved by a lawyer and go to court, they'll probably have to be forced to pause the movie's release, and the studio won't want to do that. So they'll just make it quickly go away, give the guy like $20,000 and be like, all right, leave us alone, and so on and so forth. That, again, that's someone speaking who's never gone to law school, doesn't know anything, but from what I'm reading, it really doesn't seem like anything huge. It's just kind of a headline right now. Okay, but that wasn't the only bad thing going on. There was a Scream Q&A kind of thing that went on over the weekend. I thought it was a screening of the movie. I thought the movie got to be seen. Here is a crowd of influencers, TikTok people, which, mind you, all the TikTok horror fans that I know that are actually the big horror fans, no offense to these people, I'm sure they're great. They didn't invite any of the real people, like all the people that I consider to be like the big voices in horror. No invites. It's all just like the most random small TikTok account people. But hey, good on them. And I was like, oh, okay, they got to see the movie. Maybe I'll get some reactions. It was just a Q&A to talk about the movie and to promote this AI feature where they've partnered up with Meta AI, where you can scan a QR code and then insert yourself into the movie. So here we go. A fan. Do you like stations of a fan who's put himself inside the movie, the trailer, a moment, insert yourself and feel like you're part of Scream. What are we doing? what are we doing here? I know it could be annoying to talk about, oh, AI, but like this is literally the stuff they're trying to do to slowly get rid of all creativity and all um of the hard work in movies. I feel like it's a bit of like read the room kind of misinterpretation because I still heavily believe the way they're going to explain Stu and all these other killers as part of this movie is that the Ghostface in the film is going to be using AI. So they were like, "Oh, Ghostface uses the AI. Let's partner with an AI company and let's do some AI marketing there." And again, on paper, I could see maybe how that works, but it ends up just not being well. Like you have tons of people, let's see here, who were criticizing it. I mean, look at this: 1,000 quote tweets, 300 likes. Really shows you that more people are just bashing this as opposed to being for it. Let me see if I can get to any of these. So it says, we had a good thing, you stupid. We had Melissa and Jenna. We had radio silence. We had everything we needed, and you ran it like clockwork, and then you ruined it. Someone says here, this is brilliant marketing. Someone likes it. Aspect of the killers using it to their advantage, and everyone literally uses AI filters now for the fun of it. Which, I saw some people comparing it to that, and on that note, I totally get why some people like, what's the big deal? It's just all that. Because back in the Snapchat days, which let me see if I can find the filter. There was a thing where you could just put on the a scream kind of thing. Let me see if I can search for it right now, and then I can show you guys because that was fun. Yeah, see, like back in the day, you could do this Scream 7. How do I? Okay, there we go. You just do this little filter on Snapchat. You put on the mask. Like, that's fun, but none of that is using AI. That is all coding. Someone did it, all that. Everything else, it's just not working. It just feels very bad in taste. And it's like, fine. To me, I'm like, this does suck, but understanding what they're trying to do with the movie, it's just a partnership where it is the case of like, well, everyone uses AI. Who cares? All right, whatever. The next one, I was like, okay, what are we actually doing now? The next thing that they partnered with that got more people talking was a company called Kalshi, which I am just finding out about companies like this. I never knew this was a thing, and it honestly surprises me any of this is legal. Basically, this is a gambling app where I did not know this. Gambling is so prolific now. You can download apps like this and gamble over the most random, mundane things. I first got kind of a whiff of this at the Grammys when they were doing the Grammys because Trevor Noah made a joke and said the word potato. And he's like, congrats. If you betted $300, I would say potato on Polymark, you just won a lot of money. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And I go more into it. There's all these apps where you can just gamble on the most random things. You could gamble on the most recent episode of like not Game of Thrones, but like, I don't know, freaking, what's a current show going on? Fallout. Look, the show's going to end with a topless scene. I'm betting $200 on that. What? And this is just a real thing. I'm just like, isn't this like a joke that you make in some sort of comedy? Like, oh, I'm so addicted to gambling. I bet you that bird is going to poop on a red car, 200 on that. And that's what these apps are. And so like, it's a partnership with this app where you can gamble about who's going to survive in the movie. So it says here, will Sydney survive? 54% chance. Bet your money. Will Chad and Mindy survive? 48% chance. You got your dollars? You got to gamble? What? I cannot believe this is real. Again, this is not even me on Scream, and just the fact that this is a thing in the world now that you can gamble. I get like on sporting apps, like, oh, the Patriots or Seahawks, who's gonna win in there, but it gets so detailed in like someone's gonna streak across the field, or the mascot's gonna hit the gritty on the field, 3% chance, bet 1,000 now. What? It just blows my mind. So what we have here is the new Scream movie. While last week I was begging for marketing, they decided to respond with AI and gambling. I'm not even kidding, and this isn't even me to be like, "Oh, I'm so much better than anybody," because I'm not. You know what the number one thing I say whenever I have meetings with agencies or marketing companies that want to work with my channel to like get me ads? Number one thing I say off the bat is, I don't do AI or gambling. I also throw in like no weed pins or like drugs and things like that because I also know a lot of you guys are young. What am I gonna do? Be throwing in like an ad for a weed pin? I'm like, I'm not against any channels that do that if they have a more mature audience, but I understand a lot of my audience could be like 16, 12. I'm not trying to sell vape pens, but that's what I literally say. I'm like, I don't do AI gambling or like things like that. But Scream is pulling out the playbook of a YouTuber who's been canceled. They said, give me that gambling money, give me those AI ads, and let's go for it, y'all. It just blows my mind that this is what the franchise has become. This is a series I've loved so much. I still love it. I'm still rooting for it that we can get out of this trench. But man, is it a little embarrassing. I don't, even if there wasn't a Melissa Barrera controversy, which is still a thing that's soured me on this and has honestly divided the fan base into you're either on this side or this side clash, which I hate that about the fan. I wish we could go back to the days where we speculate, ooh, who's Ghostface? What's the motive, guys? Who's going to live? Who's going to die? When none of that passion seems to be part of this movie now. It seems more like it's a cash grab. It's just there to make money because it's another IP, and it's just sad to see. So again, I am still of the camp. You are not a bad person. You are not an awful human being if you're excited for Scream 7, if you want to go see it. It's at the end of the day, it's a movie, and even Melissa Barrera is still friends with Jasmine Savoy Brown. She's part of this movie. Melissa Barrera is doing great, has other projects. I'm supporting those. You're not a bad person for wanting to see it. And you're also, if you just don't want to see the movie and boycott it, that's also great. But man, it's just crazy that this is what the series has become. And now we're talking about all this stuff. So we'll see what happens. The movie looks like it's actually going to be fine. There was a box office report, which could go up, could go down. But it's looking like healthy, consistent numbers for the franchise. Let me see here. It says Scream 7 shouting to mid-30s opening at US. And if it ends up being like at the 30 mil or a little above, that would make it the second highest opening for a Scream movie. The first still being Scream 6 at 44 million. That's the most. Honestly, 30 is still pretty good. And again, the fact that they haven't been pushing Matthew Lillard so much, it shows some restraint on them, and they've earned a little bit of like, oh, wow, I thought you guys would really be showing it off, but I guess now you're kind of hiding it. So I throw it off to you guys, though. You see all this form of marketing, all these controversies and things. What do you make of it? Love to know your guys' opinions. Let me know. It's just been crazy to see. All right. Let's see here. Let's move on to talk about Predator. Oh, Ice Spice twerk videos again. Did anyone ever find that? Did everyone ever find it? Let me see if anyone. Let me see if they type. I know I can't. I typed Ice Spice twerk and I never finally got the. Oh, someone did send me. Someone did say. All right, guys. I have the payoff to that one thing I was just talking about. Give me 2 seconds to be able to put it on the screen. Again, Ice Spice twerk. Warning. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay. I'm glad. Thank you guys. Y'all are regular FBI agents. Right here. This is what it felt like buying popcorn buckets after I lose the passion. Me after I'm done with popcorn buckets. Me after I'm done with Funko Pops. I just don't have it in my heart anymore. I'm just performing like a pony. that gif makes me laugh so hard. She's just doing it on autopilot, dude. She's thinking about what she's gonna have for dinner. She's thinking about what her weekend plans is. She's like, I don't even care about this twerking nonsense no more. Oh, somebody just said would. Hey, if I didn't have a wife and a kid, I'd be right there with you, buddy. Cool, Mike. I'm gonna need 3C films to recreate it. I technically did, and I think my version of it is gonna haunt me because I'm pretty sure you guys clipped that. Okay, anyways, back to Predators. Predator Badlands. We remember Predator Badlands was a pretty big hit. I know there was some divide on the movie from hardcore fans because it really deviated from the essence of what the Predator franchise has been. To me, that's honestly what I liked. I felt like it was what the franchise needed, and it ended up being one of my favorite Predator movies that they've made. And a lot of that was all thanks to Dan Trachtenberg, because he gave us Prey, Predator Killer of Killers, the animated Hulu movie, and Badlands. I'm like, he revived this franchise. Don't forget, back in 2018, when Shane Black was directing, series was basically dead, and we're like, we're never getting more Predator movies. And now it's on such a high, and we know we're going to get another movie. Well, it looks like it might not be with Dan Trachtenberg, because we got here a report that Dan Trachtenberg has actually signed a first look deal with Paramount. Again, if you don't know what first look deals are, these are pretty big things, and they usually amount to a good amount of money for the creator. Basically, now he has a deal with Paramount for the next 3 years. Anytime he has a movie idea, he has a script, or Paramount has an idea for him, he's got first dibs. He's going to work with them. And basically, it just means for the next couple of years, he is with Paramount. So to me, this means then he's not going to have time, at least in the next 3 years, to go back to Predator Badlands. And we know then that's when they're going to be making the movies. They're not just going to wait and pause for this. And that kind of sucks, because he just, again, he revitalized Predator, and now he's leaving it. Now, two sides on this. I totally get it. He's done 3 Predator movies now: Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands. All 3 very different from each other. Honestly, shows how versatile and creative this guy is. He was also one of those people that started off on YouTube and became a filmmaker, so that's inspiring in itself. But I think he's pushed his creativeness as far as he can go with Predator. And at some point, people who are creative, they don't want to be stuck in a box and do the same thing over and over. They want to explore and do more things. And I'm sure Dan has that itch. He's like, hey, I revived this. I put it on the right track. Disney, here you go. Give it to somebody who will handle it. And he'll probably still be a producer, or maybe give notes on what to do with the series. But it looks like we lost Dan Trachtenberg for Predator. Now, what does this also mean for Paramount? We know lately they've been in the news a lot because they've been so pissy that they haven't been able to get the rights to Warner Brothers. But with that, they're still trying to revitalize their IPs and get going. And Paramount does own a lot. See, here we go. We have a great showcase of some. Dan Trachtenberg signed a first look deal at Paramount. Place your bets. I forgot Paramount owns Terminator. They also have Star Trek. They have the Transformers franchise. Now, they could be doing original ideas with Dan Trachtenberg. He could have some ideas of his own. But I mean, he seems to work really well with IPs and giving them a boost. Honestly, if there's anybody I'm going to trust to give us a Terminator movie that is finally worthy of what that franchise should be at, and not these lackluster sequels we've been getting, it is Dan Trachtenberg. Exactly what he did with Predator is exactly what I would want him to do with Terminator. Because with Predator, he first started off with back to basics, which I think is exactly what we need. We need to go back to just a story of a robot going after somebody, keeping it a little small scale, just and adding more horror vibes. If you watch that first Terminator movie with James Cameron, it is a slasher movie where the T-800 is Michael Myers, and it is so well done, so great suspense, but it's not this big action blockbuster that the franchise is known for that Terminator 2 brought in. I think we need a Dan Trachtenberg in Terminator. We need someone that will look at this from a different viewpoint, do something new, and revitalize this thing. I would love it if he does that. I know they're working on Star Trek again. I'm not against Star Trek. I'm just not the biggest fan of the property, but I'd be okay if he does that. Now, Transformers, I don't even know, because I don't even think they know what they want to do with it. Right now, they're going back to Michael Bay, and they're like, can you just throw in some Bayisms? We'll let you get any hot girl in Hollywood and wash your car, Mr. Michael Bay. Please, just give us those Transformer billion-dollar movies that we haven't gotten in years. I think they're definitely taking a step back, because we have heard no updates on the G.I. Joe Transformer crossover they teased. I'm wondering if that's even happening. They canceled the plans with the animated G.I. Joe movie, animated Transformer movie, and that should have kept going, right? So these are some ideas. I'm trying to see if, like, what other movies Paramount owns. Movie properties owned by Paramount. Nobody say Sonic. Sonic is doing fine with Jeff Fowler. Jeff Fowler is doing great. Oh, I mean, dude, he could do Ninja Turtles. Paramount does have Ninja Turtles and their work, but they already have a director for that. They already have a director for the new Ninja Turtles. New Ninja Turtle movie. They just announced that, like, not even that long ago, right? Ninja Turtle 2025. Neil H. They just have a producer. They don't have a director. Yeah, dude, give him the Ninja Turtles, man. Why not? Let him have some of that. That could be fun. I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's about it as far as, like, IP goes. If anything, though, it'll probably be original stuff that he'll probably want to crank out. I give him Last Ronin, dude. I would love for him to revitalize Last Ronin. Right now, they're just kind of fixated on that. Someone said Dan Trachtenberg should direct SpongeBob. I don't think that's his wheelhouse, but sure. Again, we're not going to get as much as I desperately want Last Ronin. Trust me, guys, we're not going to get it until they do this family-friendly live-action Ninja Turtle movie, and even then, they'll want to do 3 of those movies before they get back to Last Ronin, which I think is a sad cause. Because how could you promise us that movie and then take it away from us, Paramount? I hate you. But you guys let me know. Dan Trachtenberg, not coming back for the Predator. Do you think the franchise is cooked? Are you fine with it? Or what would you like him to tackle next? Do you like my idea that he should do Terminator and do the same things he did for Predator to Terminator? Love to hear it from you guys all. All right. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Let's talk about the cinematic universe where I am the Happy Hogan of, technically. Dude, you guys want to know something? This is kind of embarrassing. I'm not even going to lie. So obviously you guys know the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey story. I'm laughing because you'll just see what I'm about to say. That was the first one. Awful movie. Hated it. Worst thing I ever saw. I'm never watching that thing again. Just terrible, 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 terrible. Right? But, you know, it ended. It actually was. This is the movie. The reason we have so many fairy tale horror movies turned horror, because this movie made so much money, relatively speaking. I think it was made for $50,000 and it made like $5 million. That ratio right there, good money maker, enough for them to keep going and other movies to attempt to do the same. Well, with the bigger budget on the next movie, they ramped things up. They gave Pooh a new design. They started making fun of their last movie. It was a movie within a movie. They even contacted me for a little voice cameo because they wanted to play nice with the people, who hated their movie and say, hey, we know criticism and all that. And I saw the movie and I did like it better and I enjoyed it. And they didn't pay me for the voice cameo. It was literally just a fun little thing. And I liked Tigger because he was acting like Freddy Krueger and Vulture was like Pinhead. All this, I was like, it was fun enough and major improvement on the first movie. So whenever I did my Rotten Tomato review of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, I gave it a fresh rating because I was like, yeah, I do like it better than the last movie. And even here, a 72% positive score. A year later, I get an email from Rotten Tomatoes. Just picture like someone at their desk like The Godfather going, you're not allowed to do this. We know you have a cameo in this movie, and that violates our Rotten Tomatoes terms of agreements. Because I was in the movie, not physically, but just voice, that counted as being a crew member of the movie, and crew members or anyone who work on the film are not allowed to review a movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Basically, it's like insider trading. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Luckily, they just gave me a warning. They gave me a little slap. They gave me a little, don't do that again. Don't do that, little boy. I just said, I'm sorry. It wasn't paid. It was literally just a thing I recorded for 5 seconds on my phone, sent it via email. I didn't think anything of it. But I won't review any movies that I'm part of again. Sorry. And damn, man, I was like shaking in my boots. I was like, no, Rotten Tomatoes. I need this accreditation to be able to get into screenings. Don't do this to me. But that's something that happened in there. Little fun story for you. So if you ever try to look for my Rotten Tomato review of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey and why it was deleted, Rotten Tomatoes got to me, man. They said, oh, dude, no. Anyways, they are working on a third movie. As you guys know, they're about to get into their Poohniverse movie. That's not the one coming up. It's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 3. But they are again changing the design for Pooh, and I'm guessing the rest of his friends. We have here, let me see if I can find it. Oh, gotta pause that before I get copy strike. Winnie the Pooh. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here's one of them. So this is the redesign for Tigger. This is what Tigger is now going to look like in the new movie. They're changing the design once again. Let me pull up what they look like in the last movie. I didn't mind if they stuck with these designs. I had no problem. I thought there was a good upgrade. Fair enough. Sure, let's keep it that way. And then here's Tigger. Kind of a little bit of a difference. I guess more animalistic like. More going there, some veins, things going on. Where's his tail? We need that Tigger tail. So that's Tigger's upgrade. Let me see if this account has the new Pooh design. And then, yeah, he does. Okay, here we go. We got them all. So first movie, second movie, and now third movie. This is the concept art for now what Winnie the Pooh is going to look like for the third film. I'm guessing just because they're increasing their budget, maybe every movie, they're trying to add more production value, switch it up. I wonder if this means now the second movie is also going to be a movie within the movie, or maybe there's an evolution to these characters. They're like Pokemon, and now they've all gotten an upgrade or drank whatever radiation juice there is. I don't mind it. It's honestly not a bad look. Again, I actually kind of like what they're doing here. It's just more animalistic is what it looks like it's going. So they're getting rid of a lot of the human features and just going more in the animal side. Okay. Not bad. I don't see the problem with it. Again, I feel like it was fine if they stuck to the last design. I wish, again, and this is no hate towards the people who make it because they've been nothing but kind to me. I just wish, again, another Ice Spice twerk video. Let me pull that up again. I wish I had passion for this kind of stuff again, because it was kind of funny when it was first coming out. But after the 30 millionth fairy tale horror movie, this is how I feel watching them. Just another killer fairy tale creature. Okay. I just turned 31 and I did that for you. Someone said keep it up for like 15 minutes. If I do that, I will not be able to breathe anymore. I wish there was a soundboard button where I could just have this play and show up for any time I want to just show you guys I've lost the passion. And so really the only movie in this universe I'm curious about is the Pinocchio movie. Just because it has that killer doll aspect, and I know thanks to Megan 2.0 now, we're not going to be getting more killer doll movies. I do want to see how this one turns out. They got an animatronic build. It's looking pretty cool. Look, it has a freaking door to Vecna, so he came from the upside down. The up close look of it, they have that looks like it's going to be fun. I actually want to see that one. This one, I'm like a 6 out of 10 in terms of 6, 7 out of wanting to see it. But hey, cool. They are redesigning it. I'm still going to give them a shot because at least this universe is improving movie to movie. The Peter Pan movie was decent. I also thought the Bambi horror movie was decent. That's all in this universe. So yeah, I'll be wanting to check it out. But they've upgraded the designs. You guys let me know. Do you think that is a good thing to do? How do you feel about it? Hey, is that my thumbnails? They stealing my thumbnails? Well, it's my thumbnail format. Hey, that's me, man. What do I even do? Just I'm gonna sue now. Funny enough, I've seen tons of channels over the years copy my thumbnail format. And look, I'm not gonna be an a-hole about it. If anything, it just honestly makes me feel good that I've created an impact in YouTube. Maybe you guys have seen it. I know there's tons of channels. I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen several channels where I'm like, come on, buddy, don't just copy what I do. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. But cool. Someone out there doing my style. You guys let me know. You guys let me know. It says Brazilian 3C? Now that one probably has a dumpy to twerk. That one does. All right, let's see. What else did I have? Oh, Spider-Man Brand New Day. All right, we're going to be talking about some Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then we're going to get into the tier list. So, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We got a new update, and in fact, I want to give you guys a little tease because I know I teased you during my Super Bowl video about some Spider-Man updates, and you are going to get a pretty nice Spider-Man update this Saturday on the channel from me. I don't want to overhype it too much because it's not huge, but let's just say it's exclusive news. Not much people have, and it is new details about the movie. So I'll be able to share that. So stay tuned on the channel Saturday. What I have here is though Nexus Point, who's been very on point of giving us details and things that become true. They're very reliable. I've yet to see that really them get anything wrong. They have now given us full details to Tremel Tillman's character. So, as you guys know, he got hired, and all we knew is he was going to be a Department of Damage Control agent. And after watching Wonder Man, we have an idea of what they're doing. They're rounding up heroes or superpowered people to put them in this prison. Now we know exactly who his character is, and it opens our eyes to more stuff going on. So it actually says here, Tremel Tillman is set to portray an obscure X-Men villain, William Metzger, in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Metzger will serve as the leader of damage control in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and will be an anti-mutant character. Sources tell Nexus Point News that Tillman signed a multi-picture deal with potentially includes Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men films. Metzger in the comics was created by Joe Casey and Steve Rude in 1999. Okay, I think we are seeing the early foundation work then for what Kevin Feige is planning. Because don't forget, Kevin Feige, after Secret Wars, after this reboot, his next phase in the MCU is the mutant phase. That's the focus of the MCU after Secret Wars, is building up the new era of X-Men, telling X-Men stories that I guess haven't been done yet, or maybe doing them properly. This is something Kevin Feige has been wanting to do since he started his Marvel career. Because remember, Kevin Feige was a producer on those early 2000 X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman and all them. And now we see, to me, then, if you hire or if you cast someone to play an X-Men anti-mutant villain, well, then that's because you have a mutant in your movie. And this, to me, only strengthens those rumors we've been hearing that Sadie Sink is playing some sort of mutant character, whether that's Jean Grey, whether it's the daughter of Jean Grey who has similar powers. Even throughout there, well, it couldn't be Nathan Scott because she's a girl. But all right, then. It definitely seems then that mutants is somehow a theme. If anything, maybe this also means Spider-Man will be part of some of the mutant storylines, and maybe he'll cross over. Don't forget that Sony is now more open to sharing their Spider-Man characters. What if that means now they're also willing to share Spider-Man in not just Avenger movies? I'm trying to find the exact article. Sony. See, open sharing. We were hearing that. Let me see if I can find the actual articles. Sony reportedly more open to sharing Spider-Man characters with Marvel Studios going forward. I mean, what if it means Spider-Man is showing up now in more movies than just Avengers? What if it's going back to like in Civil War? He showed up in a Captain America movie. That's the only other time he's done that. He hasn't really shown up in like a Black Panther movie, in a this or that. Maybe Spider-Man will be a regular guest star in some of the X-Men mutants. I mean, Spider-Man does have a history of sometimes being classified as a mutant. He's a mutate. He's somebody whose mutant ability was activated or given to him through a secondary source or a third party, like the spider bite. But it's been very common for Spider-Man to show up with the X-Men, tag along with them. There's even been runs Spider-Man and the X-Men. That'd be nice. That wouldn't be bad, and this would be the beginning of that, showing some in there. Oh, I will say, I'll never be like this for Spider-Man news. The day my face goes and loses passion for Spider-Man news, never. People who are watching the clip version of this aren't going to know the context of that, how this has been reoccurringly showing up throughout the stream, and they're just going to be like, oh, caught you red-handed, Chris. Why you got that gif up? Saving that tab for later. um. Anyways, though, so yeah, I just want to know exactly who Sadie Sink is. She's got to be Jean Grey, then, right? Like, there's no way you make her, I don't know, Debbie Gray. Oh, she's Jean Grey. I just want to know how she got to our world. Why all of a sudden the mutants are just popping up left and right? How did they even get a whiff that she's out there and has these abilities? And because again, from the rumors we've been hearing, Jean Grey's being hunted. I mean, Jean Grey. Sadie Sink's character is being hunted down because she's a mutant, trying to get captured. Punisher is protecting her and trying to save her. Spider-Man is just like new into all this, and he's gonna have his own problems. It's just crazy. I really want to know. Rachel Summers, I'd say. So there we go. The daughter of Jean Grey and Cyclops, Rachel Summers. Maybe that could be it. But she pop in from an alternate universe with the incursions happening. I don't know, man. We gotta figure this out. But again, knowing that Tremel Tillman is going to be playing an X-Men villain from the comics, well, then X-Men mutant stuff is a big part of Spider-Man Brand New Day. And with him having a multi-picture deal to show up a lot, he's basically going to become like a version of Trask, is what it sounds like. Trask, if you guys remember, Trask is the one who usually starts the Sentinel program, creates the Sentinels. These are the two canonical versions in the Fox universe. They went from this guy to Peter Dinklage. And that's the continuity in the X-Men world, man. So we'll see. Maybe that's what they're doing with Tremel Tillman's character. He'll be an early starter or the MCU's version. You know, they do this stuff a lot. Like Hank Pym didn't create Ultron. Tony Stark did instead. All these other changes. Maybe they could do something like that. But yeah, throw it off to you guys. Throw it off to you guys. All right. That will have it for the main topics. Before we go into your live viewer submitted questions, let's do this as the birthday promise that I made to you guys, and the thing I've been saying for a while. Let's do this tier list ranking of 3C lookalikes. I will make 10 years on YouTube come this April. I got to plan some sort of special video. But in my 10 years of YouTube, I have gotten a lot of comments of people I look alike. Now, it's just a short list right now of some faces, and we're going to go through them. If you do have any last-minute requests, please throw them in the chat, and we can look at them towards the end. If anything, throw them into the Reddit, and then I will take a look at them and see where they would rank on this list. But here I'm going to go through the most commonly ones that have been said over the last 10 years, and I'm ranking them from twins, like we're 100% looking alike. Second is, hate to admit it, ones that it's like, yeah, we look alike, but I don't like that we look alike. Relative, maybe, where it's like, I see some resemblance. It could be my brother, it could be my sister. Who, as in, come on, that barely looks like me. And then nothing alike. Nothing alike. Well, I'm like, come on now. Come on now. So, as the birthday stream, let's get going. Someone said, I forgot Josh Gad. I've never been compared to Josh Gad, and RIP Josh Gad. We're still hoping that we find you in that void someday. Let's go in with the first one. All right. First one is the villain from Megamind. This one hurts. Okay. I'm also not only going to rank them for you, I'm going to tell you on a scale to 1 to 10 how much it hurts my feelings that you guys have said this. Right now, this one, oh, dude, especially this one, oh, I think like a 7. 7 out of 10. You hurt my heart when I got this comment. I mainly got these comments whenever I did my review for the Megamind Peacock movie or show that they did. But, dude, when I started getting these, I was like, y'all are evil. Y'all are mean. I don't know if it's the head shape, which I really hate to say. I do have that kind of like, I don't have a round head. I have like a head that was squished like this. My parents let me sleep flat too much. I got to watch out with my son Emilio and make sure I'm going to have him sleep on the top of his head just to even him out so he doesn't end up like his dad. Okay. I will admit the double chin is there, the white complexion. That nose is a little huge, though. I mean, y'all are exaggerating. Some of y'all said it's the eyes and eyebrows. No, really? Is that? All right, let's do it. There is no bunny. There is no Queen of England. All right. On this, on, I hate to admit it. I do see it a little bit, and I think that's why it hurts my feelings. If anything, the ones that hurt my feelings are the ones that I'm like, that does look like me. It just hate to admit it. Okay. I hate to admit it. Said, buddy, that's you. Mods ban him, give me his mother's number so I could never call her. All right. Hate to admit it. All right. This next one is a little scary. I don't even know the name of this one, but if I had to tell you in my 10 years how often I get tagged anytime this meme shows up. I don't know the origin of this meme or even how long it's been around. I think this meme has been around longer than I've been on YouTube, longer than I've been famous. But every time this pops up, I get tagged somewhere, whether it's Twitter, whether it's TikTok. I show up and it literally goes, I thought this was 3C. Bro, is this not you? Bro, this guy's got to be your dad or something. Literally, people are like, holy crap, that's Chris. That's scary. It's you. Wait, that's not you? That's just a picture of you. I have to recreate this or I have to find this guy. Now, let me see. Do I have any? Closest thing I have are some glasses here. I don't have any of glasses that match the look of this one. I have to find some I actually do own them, but they're in my car, not here. If I had some, I could recreate this easily. Like, this dude not only has my same face shape, he's got my hair, he's got my rosacea, because I have rosacea. And my cheeks get really rosy red, just like this guy. It's kind of hard to see on camera because I dial up the settings to not to, but I get red just like this dude. Bro, it's to the point that I'm like, Dad? He's going to get the milk. This is him at Walmart opening the door, and he never came home because he's just at Walmart. Dude, this guy's got my same hair. This is the multiverse, dude. I hate to admit it. This guy, yeah, that's my twin. I'll be honest. That's my twin. I don't know. I wish I could find out the origin. One day, though, I am going to recreate the photo, and I need you guys to just use that photo and obliterate him because it's just wild to me. All right, next up. The Rizzler. Oh, I need to add the Riz sound effect on here. This one pisses me off. This one makes me mad for reasons I don't think you guys understand. This kid does have my face. This kid, if we were walking together in a Walmart or in the mall, I'd get, oh, your son's so cute. I get it. Yes, the resemblance is there. But it is not the resemblance that pisses me off with the Rizzler. It is the amount of success at such young of an age the Rizzler has made in comparison to my 31-year-old butt as of today. It is not fair. He coasted on life just from doing this. I have been doing this since I was at least 7. Since I was at least 8 years old, but no, I don't get an Arizona named after me. This guy has I drink Arizonas. I want my face on an Arizona. This guy has had, Nintendo? He's had collabs with some of the biggest celebrities. Look at this. I'd love to sit next to that pink-haired girl. I don't even know who she is. Look, freaking David DeSmulchin, Dexter Morgan. Dude, the Rizzler is Nathan Fillion playing this guy. He has my life, and his debt must be paid. You know what's funny? The Rizzler is also a fan. He follows me on TikTok, so that means the Rizzler enjoys my content, and I think I know why. There was an interview the Rizzler did when he was with the Boom family, and the Rizzler was talking about how much he loves horror movies. He loves Michael Myers, Ghostface, all that. That's how the Rizzler found me. He probably watched my horror videos. And Rizzler, if you're out there, buddy, let's do something, man. I'm going to Ginyu Force him and steal his life. I like that body of yours. Change. And me and Rizzler switching places. You're the failure now. and I'm the Rizzler. No. Just. This dude. So that is my beef with the Rizzler. I hate him for his success because I will be nice to the kid. Maybe he'll grow up to be better looking than I am. So I'll say relative, maybe. I'll say, like, yeah, I see a bit of resemblance there. I see it. I just, look, it's mainly. But hopefully he continues that success. Hit me up when you're 31, Rizzler. Let's see where you are in life. All right, Nick Avocado. Okay, now. If I had to, I guess that other, I can't even spell Nick Avocado. Nick Avocado. Okay. So I just talked about that door meme guy was probably my number one. I would say I'd have to check the facts because Nick Avocado might be the number one thing I've been tagged in. If I search the words, "you look like Nick Avocado" in my comment history, there will be at least 1,000 comments over the 10 years of this. And this one is like a 9 out of 10 in hurt because I do see it. The white complexion, the double chin, the hair. Although my hair is better. Come on now. My hair does not look like, what is this? He's got the Vegeta thing going on. Kakarot, hand me the avocados. But you know what? Even then, just like with the Rizzler, he is always 2 steps ahead. Always 2 steps ahead. Because there was a time where I was okay with the Nick Avocado comparisons because he was always bigger than me. As of last year, that changed. And now I am bigger than Nick Avocado. What do I do? How did this happen? Oh my goodness. I used to look at those tags and pictures and go, oh, well, all right, funny, haha, but at least I'm not 200, 300 pounds. And then now I'm like, well, I'm not even 120 pounds like him now. Chris replaced him. Yeah, now I'm Nick Avocado. You're going to start seeing mukbangs from me. So this is one. I'm going to say hate to admit it. It's another one where I hate to admit it. All right, this is a brand new one that just started happening because I've told you guys, now when I stream, sometimes I have to wear glasses. Hitting the age of 30 and your eyesight starts going, and that started to happen to me last year. I started noticing squinting more, putting my face up to the screen like this. Turns out your bud had astigmatism. So now when I stream, I put on glasses so I could still see. But the glasses did lead to a lot of comments saying, you look like John Campea. Now, this might be because I think a lot of my viewers probably watch him. Oh, John, what the heck? Watch him. And so maybe that's where the comparisons come from. I don't see it. And that's not even a diss on Campea. To me, I'm neutral on this. I'm like, okay. I don't think Campea is ugly or even handsome on the other side. He just looks like a person, same as I. But if you look closely at Tobey Maguire's, so it's like, okay, no, I hate y'all. Y'all said, nah, that's you. You're saying Campea mogs me. Oh, hell no. Hey, all respect to Campea and whatnot and what he does. Don't you dare. I better be the mogger in this, okay? Give me at least the youth as the advantage, man. Okay, so someone said evil Chris. Yeah, he's looks maxing. Campea's got more Riz. Oh my goodness. I have to show you what I can do. I'll Riz you up right now. Someone said it's the hair. It might be the hair, but I got the fade. Doesn't the fade give me some sort of advantage? There's no fade on this. This is a 5-minute haircut. Again, I'm not trying to diss Campea. If he's watching this, please don't. If anything, I'm jealous because Campea was another one of those people that went through a weight loss he was a little pudgier a couple years ago, and now he's so much more in shape. And I'm like, damn, that's another one that got away from me, man. When is it my turn? When can I put down the Twinkies? Not today. Not today. In fact, you look what's on the side of my desk. Gushers. I had some birthday Gushers. Hey, but at least I had a sugar-free Red Bull. I see why Campy mogs me now. I'm gonna say who. I'll be honest. I don't see it all that much. I'm just like, Campy looks like Campy. I look like me. It's just the glasses. I take these off. Yeah, right there. Just now who's mogging? Now who's mogging? Yeah. All right, now I'm blind. Okay, this next one. Come on now, guys. What are y'all doing? This next one here is Kevin James meme. I don't think I've ever been compared to Kevin James until a certain situation. Again, this one doesn't actually hurt my feelings. I think Kevin James is actually kind of funny. I like his show King of Queens. I even enjoy some of his one-off movies like Here Comes the Boom. Paul Blart Mall Cop. He's fine. I even hear that Solo Mio movie he recently came out with is actually okay too. But the reason this started happening is because if you go to my Twitter, let's see here if I can pull it up. If you go to my Twitter, I recently took a photo upgrading my bio, and I just don't know how to smile for a profile picture, guys. I really don't. I've never been good at that. That's why I cope with like the eyebrow and I do the silly faces to cope because I don't know how to do a serious face. But this is what I did. This is what y'all did. As soon as this photo went up, nothing but this on the timeline. Nothing but this. It says, yep, that's him, bro. So it said, oh, I kind of see it. So the nice smile. Unk, no. Said, I see it now. Yep. So I think this is a situation that under the right setting, under the right circumstance, maybe. I think if you aligned our smile, our curvature, our arc, and put them side by side, they would be identical. And that's got to mean something, right? I don't even know. So for this one, Kevin James, I'll just say who, because it's only a situation where one specific look and photo actually is a resemblance. Okay. I think the first one I ever got once I started getting some YouTube popularity other than Nick Avocado was Elon Musk. I have a vivid memory of getting several "you kind of look like Elon Musk" comments. Now maybe I don't resemble him as much anymore. Maybe we need to go back to early days 3C. Let's go back to when he lived in the apartment and see if we have any videos that kind of show off there. It was during these days I would be getting it a lot.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is.
This is where I would get it a good amount, but I honestly still don't see it. I'd get the fat Elon Musk. Maybe I'll need to look up Elon Musk from like 2018. Is it there? Someone said I see it. Someone said hell no. Nah. Someone said I see it. It's like a 50-50 thing. I used to like think the joke was funny and I'd play into it. Oh, I'm the fat Elon Musk. Ha ha ha. But yo, nowadays with the things these people have done, I don't want to be associated, dude. Like I was a guy who wanted a Tesla for the longest time. That dream went away after the recent years and who this guy has become. Dude could have been the Tony Stark, but ended up Superior Iron Man. So I don't know if I really see. I think it's like in certain early moments, maybe, but I don't know. To me, I think now this is a who. I don't know. I think maybe certain moments with the hair. Lex Luthor is a better comparison. You're right, Lex Luthor. Bro just became Justin Hammer. All right, this next one, surprisingly a good amount of people, and I have no idea whether. I have no background knowledge of this guy, but this one would happen a lot. Suma Joe. Oh, Samoa Joe. However you say his name. I'm not a wrestling guy. Look at those nips, man. I'll tell you, shirtless, pretty close. If this was a tier list of shirtless, This would probably rank up there on twins. But come on, man. This was just mean. I can pull them up. This was just like, oh, maybe I went on a binge one week and my face was a little pudgy. But come on, I got this one a lot. Okay, thank you. The chat is being kind to me. Someone say, no, bro. Nah, that's not accurate. Don't see it at all. Okay, good. I'm telling you, Lemma looks like he's about to say to an don't see it at all. Okay, good. But I tell you, I have this one a lot. So there must be certain angles or moments in my videos where they're like, this dude, this is 3C. Why would you do this to me? That hurts my feelings, man. I'm going to say nothing alike, man. I don't see it. This next one almost made me cry once. Because it's such an obscure, random moment that I'm like, you just have to be seething in you to see this and then want to tell me about it. I got this random character who shows up in an episode of Supernatural. And I've got it more than once. I've gotten it at least like 4 times. And it's always a situation where they say, you kind of look like the guy from Supernatural episode something. And I'm like, what? And of course, I go to Google, and the minute it pops up, I go, I hate the chat right now. I said, yes. Said, that's your twin, bro. Oh my God. It's you, Unc. Laugh my ass. I know. Stop. This one makes me mad. I don't like it. Like, I want to cry. I hate to say it, but oh no, man, I can't. Chris realizing it's true. Just spinning in the chair. Oh man. Again, it's just the hairstyle, the white complexion. I will admit he has my head shape. That is my head shape. And the hair does not help. At least throw a little fade on there, man. That's just a one. There's nothing. It's there. I hate it. This one, it's either twin or hate to admit. I think because it's so similar, I'm gonna be willing to admit twin. As much as I hate it. Someone said I don't see it. I don't see that. Okay, good. I'm glad at least some people are willing to be delusional with me, but it is twin. Again, with the glasses, I started getting these comments that I look like Melissa McCarthy, but specifically Melissa McCarthy from the Graduation movie, Life of the Party. And I'm just like, I think if I showed you a picture and said this was my mom, y'all would believe it, even though my mom looks nothing like me. But there's a... Someone said, that's what I hate. I hate whenever people tell me who I look like and they get so specific. You could just say, oh, you look like Ryan Gosling. That's one thing. But to say, you look like the Simpsons character from season 5, 3 frames in. If you pause it, look to the left. I'm like, why are you that detailed? Why are you telling me this? No. Chris is Mama Unc. No, I said I see it now. La tia sí. No, low key. This could be one of my aunts. This could be. She showed up at the family gathering. I wouldn't question it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I see it. I even have some rounder glasses here that maybe might help. Let's see. Waiter. Oh, look. No. Okay. We're putting her at relative, maybe. Relative, maybe. Because, yeah, like it could be an aunt. Now, this one, guys. Obvious. I literally have got these comments. And y'all don't believe me. But I looked and I double-checked. The comments exist. I've gotten it, I will say, at least 2 times. And that is enough for me. Danny Ramirez, the new Falcon from the MCU. And I see it. I just first time I'm like, yeah, that's me. We got the same jawline, same good. Yeah, that handsome fella, that's me right there. Someone said, nah. How many? Be honest with me, okay? Not even for the gag, because like I think this is a situation where I think it's his Mexican heritage, and my Mexican features are wanting are pulling. Basically, if I lost weight and locked in, this could be me. Genuinely. If you look at photos of my dad when he was 19, 20, exactly like this dude. I'm not even kidding. Exactly. You said yes, you but skitty. It's me if I locked in. That's your brother, Ugg. Someone said I don't see it. I don't see it. Said I agree. He's too short. I'm already 5'7", brother. I'm already 5'7". I'm already there. 3C if he locked in. That's at it. Low-genuinely, guys, kind of looks like me. That was the only time I ever got a comment of someone that they said look like me. I didn't even know his face from his name. So when I saw you look like Danny Ramirez, I was like, oh, bro, here we go. Who do I look like now? Let me lit up Google, and I just saw it, and I was like, oh, dude, I was vindicated. I had a happy pep in my step that day. I'll say relative, maybe, though. I know it's not that big of a look, and maybe I'm delusional a little bit, but I see it. I see it. Okay. This next one is one of those specific ones I hate. Dono from Final Destination. I say that, and you don't even know who I'm talking about. Dano, sorry. This one, unfortunately, I do. I see it. It's there. It's the awkward angle from the side view. I hate my side view. I hate my side profile. I'm the kind of guy where the camera needs to be up 90 degrees, facing downwards. I need to have the shortest lens to stretch my little face out. I hate when I do vlogs because my side profile is just unhideable and I look like this guy. Yeah, it's exactly titties. Because immediately in this scene, that's what he saw. It said recreate it. How do I? Is it this way or is it this way? I don't even know how he does that face. Hippie 3C on drugs. Yeah, that's what it is. It says, I see it if he slicks back the hair. And funny enough, when I was a kid, my hair was exactly like this. When I was like 7, 8, this is how I had my hair. And so that's why I kind of see a bit of the resemblance. But man, let me see if I can find some better photos. Dano. I'm just scared that the titties will be popping up. That's me, man. That's me if I got cast in like a new surf movie and come on, bro. There's no demon here. Let's go. I'll say hate to admit it. That's a hate to admit it right there. Last and not least, Buzz Lightyear, but from the movie Lightyear. Oh, I guess I should say the Chris Evans version because they're not gonna pop it up. Oh man. This is one I don't think that pisses me off. This is one I'm okay with. I have a Chad chin. Do I have the 3-foot chin like Lightyear? Maybe. It's more because of the head shape. I'm telling you, like right now, you could do the thing where you like overlay my head on Lightyear and it'll probably fit. I wish I had the little dimple like he did, man. That would be awesome. I wish this movie was good, man. I think I gaslit myself when it came out to say it was good. I'd like to go back and look at my review if I was kind enough, but I have had no urge to rewatch it. It's such a letdown. This movie could have been amazing, and it's the first Pixar movie with a post-credit scene, and we'll never get that post-credit scene. But yeah, that's Papa. That's Papa. I'll say relative, maybe. And that right there the official 3C Films Lookalike tier list. I will make it public, I guess. I don't even know where to put it. So you guys, I'll add it to the description of this right now. Hopefully it'll actually show up. I'll put it right there. Save changes. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's not letting me. I'll do it at the end of this stream. I'll add the tier list at the bottom so you guys can add who you want. Send me who you like. Let's look at the Reddit if anyone has sent any side-by-side comparisons, any last minute entries. Let's see who they say. What is taking so long? Why is this not loading? Oh, really? We're just going to do that right now? Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, heck. The egg from the Shrek universe of Puss in Boots? Come on. It's the egg shape, man. I hate this head shape. Oh, my sisters are so lucky. I have 2 sisters and they escaped this head shape. But my brother and I, we both got the head shape. We didn't escape it. Oh, the goth guy from... Isn't that Dano? That's the same actor. Let me look up Dano Final Destination. Let me see if it looks like it would be the same actor. Does that count? Let's see. Who is he played by? Dano Royal. Is there let's see here. Was it actor? Alejandro Rey. Okay. Let me see if I can look him up. Was he in Blade? It might have been him. It said goth guy. Was it Blade or what'd you guys say? A Blade Trinity. Yep, it's him. Goth guy wannabe. It's the same actor. I think that's cheating. But yeah, now anytime this guy shows up in something, kind of looks like 3C. Oh, yeah. I see it. It's definitely there. I hate how much that looks good. Or fits well, I should say. Not looks good. What are they? Me and Chris watching Strangers Chapter 3. Oh, dude. This is another one, and I think it's because of, again, it's specific Mexican features, because I believe Mr. Gigi is also Mexican, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Mr. Gigi. Great creator. Love him, by the way. I would love to do a collab or something with him. He's a funny guy, but he's another one who's locked in. If you look at Mr. Gigi today, bro is definitely looks maxing. But yeah, maybe early days, Mr. Gigi, sure. Oh, my son. Who is this? Dopa Solo. I do not know who that is. Unfortunately, that does. I see a little. Nah, it's just the hair and the fade. It's the hair and the fade. You can't just have every Hispanic, pudgy, faded up guy look like me. Whoa, all right. What? No. No, that's nothing. That's... No, that's nothing alike. Officer Wade Whipple. Now that's an honor. That one.
Oh boy, yeah.
I'm happily to be Mr. Wade Whipple. Yeah, I forgot to include Derek. Delightful Derek. That one. Yeah, I felt like the Rizzler was close enough. Happy birthday, Chris. Oh, hey, Wood. Anybody? Young George Lopez. I saw someone mention that in the chat. I don't see that. I don't see it. Nah, está loco. Happy birthday. Well, thank you. Oh, man. Happy to always be there for the bad and worst days. Always wanting to help you out. It says here, bro said the N word and locked in for this in one Friday. What are you talking about? I never said the N word. I said Negra Old Royal Lane. The stuff with Scream feels familiar.
I've heard a rant like this before.
What did you...
The Rockies? Oh, all this stuff, yeah. Negra Old Royal Rain. I guess I see what you mean. It's not, though. It's a street from... It's what he says. Okay, I gotta look it up. Where is it? Where is it? This guy does a good impression of it. My name is Walter White. If I don't do this, I'm not getting canceled on my birthday. I love this meme. It's so hilarious.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
I gotta pause it or else I'll get copy striked. 1 sec.
I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
Negra. It's just how you say the color black in Spanish. Come on now, guys. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. He can't keep getting away with it. But I love this meme. It's like old people when they get told they won an iPad online.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
It's a great meme. All right. Let's continue on though. It's super chatty time. And funny enough, I'm looking at it says here I have 7 super chats. 67. Oh, let's do them all. All right. Let me make sure, because usually when I take that long to get to the super chats, not all of them will show up. And yeah, there you go. Some of them didn't. Let me make sure we get them all. All right. It says here, starting off with Michael Tomsick. He was one of the first ones, but it's not showing up here for me right now. It says, hey, Chris, with Valentine's Day being next Saturday, can 3C Senora Love make his triumphant return on the live stream the day before? Well, Miss 3C Senora is a she. But I'll talk to her. She'll probably do like a 5-10 minute. You could prepare like 3 or 4 questions. I could do maybe a quick thing, see if I could talk her into it. She might not be down though, and I don't want to force her. Plus, who do you think is watching my baby when I stream? Baby's gonna be here. Mother actually prefers sunny walks and red wine. Next question. My baby, the boss baby. Let's see here. Current. Oh no, it's just here. Ryder Webb says, "Happy birthday, Goat. Thoughts on Happy Death Day 3?" I enjoyed Happy Death Day 1 as a fun little movie. I wasn't too crazy about Happy Death Day the way other people were. I guess I wanted more slasher than comedy, but I still enjoyed Happy Death Day 1 enough. And I really love that moment where she goes up to the guy and goes, "You're gay." It always makes me laugh. But the second movie went full comedy, overcomplicated with the time travel stuff, really went all over the place. It made me uninterested in a third one, but I'll watch it if they can focus in and get more slasher based. Current Toy Story 5 rumors is that Lotso will return. Do you believe this is true? I'm not sure where you saw that. I haven't seen anything like that. And no, I don't believe Lotso would return. I don't think they'd be in the habit of doing that unless it's like a cameo or a blooper thing at the end of a Toy Story movie. Sure. But no, I know as much as people would like that now, I think it's just going to be that tablet lily pad. Did you see the Muppet Show special? If so, thoughts? No, I need to see it. I hope the Muppets, see, I'm part of the problem. I love Muppets, but I never am there to support them so they don't get canceled. But yeah, I saw that and people liked it. I definitely want to check it out, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Please do another round of reacting to reels. Okay, we'll do that next stream. And dude, I saw one. Let me see. I saved this one because I couldn't believe it. I don't even know if I'll be able to find it. Let's see here. Screen. Recordings. I cannot believe this is one that came up on my reels. It's going to take me a second to look for, but I'm telling you, once I find it, it is going to be worth it because it is one of the most disgusting, disturbing. Oh, here it is. I recorded this to show because my brother, he's a big Reels guy. He was one of those guys that never wanted to download TikTok because he's like, TikTok is for the lame people, the little dancey people and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're on Reels. Like, that's any better? He's like, yeah, Reels is funny content, not that TikTok stuff. And okay, let me show you what popped up one of the first times I got on Reels. Let me see here. I will say, if you're in the living room, hide yourself. Okay, stop screen sharing. Okay, share screen. Here we go. This is a real reel. that would pop up. Okay. Let me get this super chatty out of the way. I warned you. That is the kind of content that shows up on Instagram Reels every time I scroll. It is the most weird, nonsensical, honestly disgusting stuff. And again, I never scroll on Reels, so I don't have an algorithm. Maybe it knows I like Spider-Man, so it sent me a weird AI Kermit. Kermit the Frog here. You like it? Show me your web there, Mr. Holland. What? But that's what Reels is, man. So we'll do a round of it unfiltered. I never scroll on it, like I said. So I will not mess with the algorithm. I'll just see naturally what it gives me. And you guys will see. That's not Kermit. Yeah, it's not my Kermit either. All right. Who would you want Josh Gad to play in the MCU? Josh Gad to play himself. He's already himself in the MCU. I don't know, man. I like Josh Gad, but I don't want him to have a huge role. I think the role he already played in the MCU as himself was good enough. Nothing against Josh Gad, just great role in that episode of Wonder Man, though. Happy birthday, man. Thank you, Reed. Thank you for making my career possible and have a job I love to do. Yeah, I saw you made like a video on TikTok showing off how to edit, and it actually did pretty well, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Reed. You've really helped out, especially with the baby and me having to balance figuring out how to be a dad and still YouTubing. You've been a big help to still get videos out, Reed. So thank you so much for that. Films that deserve a sequel. Wrong answers only. Oh, Madam Web. I would have loved to have seen what they would have done because they would have gone further into like the Peter Parker finally being born. How would they have handled that? What's a terrible movie that I'm like, what's one that we need? That's the first one that came to mind. Maybe Morbius. Let's just see what they would have done to memify it. It's only these horrible Sony sequels. Strangers Chapter 4, no. The Crow. Oh my god. Borderlands 2. Oh my goodness, no. There's now a fully AI Super Bowl ad. Thoughts? That's awful. What is it? Is it already out? AI Super Bowl commercial. What does that look like? And you know what? This is like a very common thing now. I don't know. Have you guys noticed this? Maybe because you guys don't watch TV. I still will just pop on a random cable channel because that's like just built in from me from childhood, flipping through cable. I'm like, oh, Terminator 2's on. Oh, Bad Boys. Oh, okay. And you're not really there to watch it. You just want something in the background while you're cooking or while you're doing this or that. I guess nowadays more I play a YouTube video. But either way, sometimes I still have a regular cable channel placed inside YouTube TV. And there will be times where there's like a local commercial for like a local business, whether a furniture store, an insurance place. They are using AI in commercials now. This actually isn't new for me. I see it a lot and I go, oh my God, this commercial is AI. That person doing that is AI right now. Have you guys noticed this? Like it's a common thing. So I guess it's big right now because this is a company at Anthrop reveals first Super Bowl ad. Yeah, it's just weird. And to me, it's not even the to me, it just feels insulting when I get an AI ad. Because it costs them nothing to make. So that implies zero effort, zero creativity, zero input. And to me, then that means you're putting zero input to want my business. That's how I feel when I see an AI ad. Think about what if I wrote my wedding vows using ChatGPT, which I bet you that's already happened. There's a guy out there who's not good at saying his words, got on ChatGPT and said, hey, I need to tell this girl I love her. Can you round up something? But wouldn't your wife or your fiance be like, well, then it's meaningless. This is a soulless, this has no impact because you put this much effort into the love you have for me eternally. That's what I mean. So it's not even like, oh, I'm better than you. I think AI is bad. It literally screams, you don't care. So why should I care? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Thoughts on Iron Lung's impact at the box office. It's been amazing. Markiplier is swimming in cash. He has enough money to make his own planet for the Iron Lung ship or submarine. It's as much as I didn't like the movie as much, I'm still so happy for him, and he's honestly doing something that is laying groundwork for any future YouTubers turn filmmakers or creators in that space, because he got rid of the middleman. He proved you don't need a Sony, you don't need a Paramount, you don't need a studio to buy your movie to get it out there. Now, it helps if you have 38 million subscribers, which Markiplier does have, and that's its own little that's a whole country on its own with Markiplier's followers, but it shows you how dedicated they are. He's definitely going to be back to make another movie. And I like how he even mentioned himself. He's like, this isn't the best I can do. You haven't seen the best I can do yet. I'm going to get better. I'm only going to try harder. And that's inspiring. So it's awesome what he's done. It's really been awesome. Happy birthday, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Did you see the horror game getting a movie, Exit A? It's a mix between Groundhog Day and The Backrooms. Very interesting premise. They released a trailer. Yes, I did see it. Looked awesome. I wish I did know more of the game, but yes, that's a perfect way to describe it. Groundhog Day meets whatchamacallit, The Backrooms. But yeah, you're just kind of lost in this subway. You're looking around for kind of clues or ways to get out. I kind of like that. Just the idea of being trapped in a place endlessly, I think is so terrifying. So yeah, I can't wait to see it. It's being picked up by Neon. Should be good. Should be good. If you could write a ghost face, what would the motive be? You can't bring back or connect it to the previous killers. Oh, I can't bring... Okay, I'm not going to bring back anybody. They've already done that enough. I don't know if I have like a good motive. It definitely needs to be one that I think, I guess, commentates on the world and horror. To me, here's what I would have done differently, I guess, in 5 and 6. I know you guys but you're not a creator, whatever, but this is the best answer I can give you. With 5, I love the motive of toxic fandom. I think that's so great, and man, isn't even more relevant today with Scream 7 and how toxic the fan base has become, how hateful, how angry, how against each other we are. And like Scream 5 is like Scream 4 that aged gracefully, sadly, because of all that. But what I think it should have done is these were fans trying to make their own movie in real life that would hopefully one day get turned into a film. I think the thing that they don't realize, even within fans, you have disagreements. I would have loved there to have been a scene between the two ghost faces, which, spoilers, if you haven't seen Scream 5 yet, between Mickey Madison and Jack Quaid, where I wanted like Jack Quaid to be pissed at Mickey Madison for killing Dewey. Because in his mind, Dewey is a good character, is a character we needed to keep and be the new head of the franchise. You shouldn't have killed him. And Mickey Madison gonna be like, he was a weak, he was done. He's been here too long. It is like, I think that could have been a great way to have the ghost faces turn on each other and prove that even the toxic fans don't agree with each other. They fight and it's their own downfall. I think that would have been a great thing to do. And it could have been a good commentary in the way that, like, well, fans are going to be pissed you killed Dewey. They're going to be like Jack Quaid going, no, you can't kill Dewey. You can't do that. And all that stuff. So that's something I would have liked to have seen. I think that would have been nice. With Scream 6, what would have been better, fans have been begging for a cult of Ghostface. I'm like, how have we not done that yet? I think there's an easy way. I think people have been craving the multiple ghost faces and all this kind of stuff. If you wanted to do the motive of bringing back relatives, just like in Scream 2, for Scream 6, which again, that's the weakest part of Scream 6. I love everything about Scream 6 up until the Ghostface reveal. That's where I'm like, oh, really? What they should have done is have a Ghostface, like it could have been, again, Richie's dad, who used maybe his police power to go back to all those older cases and got a relative who's still mad and angry. They lost their cousin, their brother, their father, whoever, because of them chasing Sydney, and Sydney killed them, and have that be your cult. Be literally a ghost face that represents every ghost face that died, right? So it could be, I don't know, the sister of Billy's mom. So technically his auntie or grandma, right? You could have had, basically the I don't know, the friend of Mickey or something, of Billy, something like. I feel like that could have been awesome, and you could have given us a ghost face that then wears the costume for each member they're representing. You killed my cousin. You killed my brother. And that, I don't know. I feel like that would have like, fine, you could do the relative twist, but it would have added more to it, right? That was my thought. With 7, I don't even know what they do with that. Let's see if they pull it off. I think it's a monumental task because people want Stu alive, but other people want Stu dead. If you just do the AI angle, that might just disappoint some. It's really going to be, to me, what is the motive along with the AI angle, you know? If it's just, I hate you, Sydney. I'm like, oh. Someone said, as a non-fan, that seems confusing, but it wouldn't have been, because all of Scream 6 is literally showing you all the past killers. It's all dedicated. They show you all the memorabilia, all the things connected. I think that would have easily have shown you, oh, look at this impact that we've had over the years and all these ghost faces. Now, admittedly, I think where it does fall apart is since Sydney wasn't part of Scream 6, that's where it'd be like, okay, but why do they want to kill Melissa Barrera? Then she's only been part of this for one movie. That's where I definitely left out that plot hole. But maybe that's what they could have done for Scream 7. Excuse me. All right. Any backroom movie updates? I did actually see an update, which I don't know how concrete it is, but I definitely thought it was interesting because we have yet to get a release date for the Backrooms movie. We know it's supposed to be coming this year, but we don't have an official release date. There was this update that went around where it looks like the release date might be now this is international, so not March. It's backwards because internationally they go day, month, year. They go smallest to biggest. So this is actually the 3rd of July, I believe. 3rd of July, 2026. So July 3rd, 2026 release date. That might be when we're getting the Backrooms movie. That'd be cool. And that could just give you an idea if that's true, when we can get a trailer, when we get some marketing. Because I know a lot of people are curious about this Backrooms movie. This movie also seemed interesting too. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for this. It's an A24 movie called Undertone. I think it was a movie that was made really cheap, like I think $100,000, $500,000. They sold it to A24, and it's about this podcast where they get sent a frequency, and the frequency somehow awakens like a demon or a ghost. And I saw a movie friend of mine who reviews a lot of movies and all this stuff. He said he saw it at a film festival, and he said the last 20 minutes made him feel like he was going to have a heart attack. It was so suspenseful. So it's definitely a movie to look out for. Undertone. I definitely want to see it. A psychological thriller. Hopefully it's good. Let's see here. We thank you, Mom, for the birthing of a real one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Clayface got, yes, I did see that. Clayface got delayed to October. Honestly, smart. You're right. September's kind of a dead month. Sometimes movies do well. Other times they don't. People are reeling in from back to school shopping, getting all their kids back home. People aren't going out as much. They're getting back into their routines. October is probably better, and they've had great success there with like the Venom movies, which I know aren't DC, but you know, same category. And the Batman did well. Clayface is an R-rated movie, could probably do well there. Happy birthday. Have you seen No Other Choice? Oh, no, I do want to see that movie, though. I have not gotten around to it. I've heard great things about that movie. I do definitely want to see it. No Other Choice. Definitely seems like a kind of movie I'd enjoy. I do want to see it. Happy 13th birthday, Chris. No, it is not. $31? All right. Happy birthday, Chris. Huge fan. Thank you for all the laughs and content. No, thank you. Thank you. Bro, share a B-day with The Strangers Chapter 3. I know, man. It was like, really? And there was another horror movie coming out this weekend that was not promoted at all, that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to have time to watch, but I hear was awful, but I was kind of interested in it. It's a movie called Whistle, and it has Daphne King, we know as X-23 from the Wolverine movie Logan, and it sounded cool. It was about this like whistle where you blow into it and it tells you how you're going to die. And then within like 6 days, you die. And I'm like, that sounds all right. I would watch that. Apparently it's awful, but the movie has one really great kill scene towards the end. I kind of want to see it just to see what that really cool kill scene is. 6-7. It's definitely unfortunate we won't get trailers for Spider-Man or Doomsday, but it is what it is. Honestly, yeah, like I don't even know if I'm gonna make a video after the Super Bowl talking about the trailers that came out. Most of them are online right now. The Scream 7 one, Super Mario. I think the only one we're missing is Minions. That one hasn't officially come out yet, but most all the other trailers are already online, so I don't know what big surprises there will be on Super Bowl day. Chris, my birthday was last Wednesday. Can I get a happy 26th birthday to my favorite subscriber, George Tenoco? George Tenoco. Been watching you since the Chucky remake. Also, happy birthday, 3C. Love you. Well, this is for you, my friend. Happy birthday, Live 14. Waiting for a 3C short film. Oh yeah, gonna be a sec, buddy. There's a rumor on Twitter that the next Chucky film is a secret production. Probably because Olivia Allen Lynn posted she's in Toronto, beyond reporter. Yeah, I will say, and I feel bad because I think this guy follows me, but from what I've noticed, Beyond the Reporter is not a reliable source, guys. He, unfortunately, I get the grind and respect, buddy, but I've seen this guy get so much stuff wrong, and he's so clearly guessing and trying to just like, he gets a whiff of something and then he scoops it. And so, yes, there was someone. So all I'm saying is anytime you see something from Beyond the Reporter, I'm just unfortunately dismiss it. Not really anything worthy of talking about. But the reason he's bringing this up is because, yes, the actress who I already forgot her character name, but you remember her. She was in the Chucky TV series. You guys don't remember. I forget her name. I don't know why I want to say Sam, but I doubt it's Sam. She was obviously a big character in the Chucky TV series, and she posted a picture in Toronto where they filmed the show saying, "Hey, old friend." And that sparked some people going that, oh, they're finally filming the untitled Lexi, thank you. The untitled Chucky project, because we've been hearing, you remember, Don Mancini said after they finished the 3 seasons and canceled the show, he's like, well, I have an idea for a movie and we're going to do that next. But there's been no update and nothing's been going on. Now, I don't know anything. I'm no insider. I'm just speculating and guessing. I genuinely think Megan 2.0 really did some damage to the Killer Doll brand, and especially for Universal, who are the owners of Chucky and these shows and the movies. I think it gave them cold feet where it's like, well, Megan was a success. The first movie, the second movie, it didn't do well. I don't think people want Killer Doll movies, so no Chucky. And I wonder if Megan 2.0 killed any interest Universal had in doing this. And now Don Mancini has been left to fend for himself on if he can get the funding or the right people behind it. Again, I hope that's not the case. To me, that's just my speculation as a fan and from what I've seen through years of doing this. But man, I just like, to me, Chucky is clearly bigger than Megan. But Chucky never made Megan money at the box office. Like, that's what blows my mind about this. Because, again, if you look at Megan box office, which for the first movie, $180 million. Megan. First movie. Huge success. Huge success. If we look at Chucky box office over the years as a franchise, let's look at the top. World opening weekend worldwide, Bride of Chucky, worldwide 50 million. That's a fourth, basically not even like a fourth of Megan's total earnings. And Megan was brand new, straight into the game. I'm just like, it blows my mind, does it not? Because when I think of Chucky, you say name a killer doll, Chucky. He's instantly the one you think of. He's the most iconic. He's the biggest there's ever been. And he, for some reason, is not making that money. I think there could definitely be a Michael Myers Blumhouse situation where people don't realize if you reboot this the right way, I like that movie, the 2019, but unfortunately they just did not market this the way they should have. They did not go about the reboot the way they should have to appeal it to audiences. It screamed lower, kind of mid-off, and it was going to fail before it even got started, unfortunately. But I think there's a way, if you bring back Chucky the way you did Halloween 2018, it would be such a huge success. But we're just not there for the Chucky. We're sticking to this continuity, and I just don't know. It's such a big ask to make a movie that's continuity is not only connected to 7 other movies, but also 3 seasons of a TV show when that's their history at the box office. It's sad. It's sad. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe after Blood and Honey 3, they should reboot it with a high budget movie and just call it Pooh. Or is that an overjump on the Disney character? Well, I don't know if you would want to call your movie Pooh and have people come see it. Come see Pooh. I just have them fun. If there's a niche little audience wanting to watch them, keep churning them out. They could be fun. Crazy, it's your birthday. Yeah, you're not in your birthday suit. Ooh, not yet, buddy. Stick to the end of the live, maybe. Just kidding. Poppy Chris, how has work life changed since becoming a dad? Congrats again. The biggest change right now, which I'm sure will eventually change, is I'm just not as fast as I used to be. That was the thing that I think helped me be good or get a head start a lot in YouTubing. Is once I finally got a rhythm and a small audience, I was Speedy Gonzalez. I was like, something dropped immediately, working on a video, working on a TikTok, and I post them within 30 minutes or 40 minutes of that news dropping because I had all the notifications from like discussing films, all these websites and all that. So I was always on top of it. I can't do that right now. I have a kid I'm holding, feeding him a bottle, changing him. I'm not going to be like, Spider-Man. I can't do that right now. So it's unfortunately made me slightly slower to things I've wanted to get out. I've been so slacking on TikTok lately, which unfortunately that's just the thing I've decided. It's either I slack on YouTube or I slack on TikTok. Right now I decided I'm slacking on TikTok because I think you guys value more my YouTube content. But I got to get better at posting some more TikTok. So it's really just that, and it's still just an adjustment. Right now I've got it way more figured out than I did a month ago. Oh shit, someone said no sound. Someone said soundboard not working. What the heck? Soundboard is broken. What are y'all talking about? What about this? Y'all hear this? Y'all let me know if y'all heard that. If y'all didn't, I'll fix it. Oh, has the soundboard been this off the entire stream? Someone said just super quiet. Okay, here, let me just double check to make sure I got the dude. If this has not been on the right, oh, I don't think it's been on the whole time. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Oh, I don't want to hear. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. for the rest of the live stream. We'll get this back up later. All right. Someone said, "What's going on?" Lock in, Chris. Sorry about that. I'll figure that later. Like I said, it's because I upgraded laptops recently. And you know, when you upgrade laptop, you have to re-download all the stuff that you were using on the previous laptop. And so I had all the settings with the previous laptop, and today was the first stream I wanted to try with the new one. But I guess I didn't have those settings exact. Still no sound. I think it's good now, right? Come on, Uncle. No, don't tell me that. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Hey, Chris, do you plan on streaming the Insomniac Wolverine game coming out this year since you streamed the Yeah, I probably will. I definitely will. I think that's one I will be wanting to do and get into. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Hey, Chris, what if Stranger Things Tales from 85 is the equivalent to Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Chaos Theory? The trailer does give off that vibes, so I believe the show might be as good. Maybe it's just the in-between seasons. There's only so much you can do without affecting the show and the status quo that they've set up. So I don't even know if I'm that interested to even watch it. It feels like they're really trying to bend as much lore as they can from what they've set up. I don't even know how they're going to make it make sense. Got a crew and legit equipment, and we are about to make Angels with Filthy Souls fake movie from Home Alone. What fake movie should we do next? What's a good fake movie? I'm trying to think of some fake movies that have been Turbo Man. Make a Turbo Man movie. Happy 13th birthday, Chris. Did you see that Kid Cudi released his own popcorn bucket? Would it be something you'd include in the end of year list? I guess I can look that up. What is a Kid Cudi? I think he only did like one though, right? It wasn't like a mass sell, so there's no way I'm gonna get my hands on it. Kid Cudi popcorn bucket. Oh, that's something, all right. It's for his album. That honestly looks like Kanye. Does that not look like Kanye? Has Kanye not even done this? Kanye has literally done that, has he not? Where he has his Kanye, was it colored contacts? Literally, yeah, he's done that where he's worn like they weren't yellow, but they were blue. That's what it makes me think of, is when Kanye wore the we get it, bro. They're blue. Close them eyes. Bro wants to be me so bad. That's that colored eyes. Yeah, man. What you gonna do? With all the horror Pooh films, I say we need a proper Pooh film again. One made by Disney with the classic, wholesome, and nostalgic tone. Ooh. I wouldn't mind it. I think they kind of did that though with the they had a Winnie the Pooh movie, like what was it? Winnie the Pooh 2011? Yeah, they came out with like a classic Winnie the Pooh movie. I don't remember it. I think I did watch it, but I don't remember it. Oh, they did it. With movies now setting in the 2000s era, do you think they will skip 2020, 2029 in the future because the presidency hope Toby lives in Doomsday? Nah, they just won't address the presidency, or they'll use the presidency as a memes of storytelling. I mean, there's been tons of movies where they use 9/11 as a plot point. Look at that one Robert Pattinson movie where it was like the twist at the end of that film. No, I don't think they'll avoid that era. They'll just use it to their advantage. Did you see the new mascot stuffed animal horror movie? But I do. I want to see that movie. I hear great things about it. It's right up my alley. There's a new movie called Buddy. It premiered at a film festival. Keegan-Michael Key is the voice, and it's like about this TV show animal that comes to life and kills people. Honestly, seems like a lot of fun. I can't wait to watch that. It premiered at film festivals, and people seem to like it. We checked out Stranger Chapter 3 at the car. We checked out at Stranger at the car wreck scene. Nonsensical. At least we always have the 2008 version. Agree. I was like, I literally, when she crashed that police car all on her own, I said, this movie, man. Look up the Joshua and the Promised Land no scene. You should add it to the soundboard. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll screenshot that here and do that right now. Soundboard's out of commission. Someone said, oh, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how Scream 7 does. It will be interesting to see. Happy birthday, Papa 3C. Papa 3C, do you like to see a live action TV series Gothic version Spider-Man adaptation? Todd McFarlane. I wouldn't mind it. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind it. Someone said add Bionicle sound effects. I'll look up if there's any good Bionicle sound effects. Says here, any 3C lore for the Super Bowl? Red lights. Not too much. I've always been that person who's like, I like the commercials. I don't watch the game. I get on my phone during the game and look at the commercials. The only thing I liked is since I was in a business class in high school, the Monday after the Super Bowl, we would just spend that class watching Super Bowl ads, dissecting them business-wise, seeing how much they cost, if they were well marketed or not. And like, I love that class. I honestly, because I was in that program in high school. It was like a business program all throughout high school. I think it helped me a little bit with figuring out how to build a brand on YouTube and do what I do, at least the basics. So I am very grateful to everything there. But I remember that's the only thing I liked is like on Monday, I knew we were just going to watch commercials all day for a class. And that was fun. All right. Let's see here. What show are you still upset that got canceled? I wish Freaks and Geeks continued. I thought that first season was good, and with all those stars, imagining a show with all of them would have been nice to continue on. I'm like I said, I'm rarely a person who gets too attached because I'm someone that is fearful of getting attached to a show that will end. So I usually only hop on shows once they're already popular and no way they're just randomly going to get canceled. Or I wait till a show is finished, then I decide to watch it all. But I guess Spectacular Spider-Man would be the one. That's the only time. Happy B-Day, Chris. Tomorrow my son Giovanni turns 16. Well, happy birthday, Giovanni. Enjoy it, my friend. 16 is a nice age. I don't think 31 is a very lively year turning point because, I mean, there's nothing in it. What's 31? What's 21? You can drink. 31? You go to the doctor and he shoves fingers up your butt. I wish my soundboard worked. I'll just do fa. I'm trying to create the echo. That's very early for 31. You actually don't do that till you're 40. I just had a random thought for Scream 7. Tatum from Scream 1 is the killer somehow. I don't know why they came to my head. It's so stupid, but imagine. I mean, it'd be crazy if Sydney's daughter becomes a killer, but they already kind of did a sort of twist like that with Scream 4. 3C, what is the greatest scene of all time? Not a movie as a whole, but the greatest scene that was ever put in cinema. I'd say Scarface ending. Oh, man. It's hard to say. I have too much recency bias. I mean, I don't know. The freaking... I'm thinking of Back to the Future. I think the scene where the lightning to go back home was pretty iconic. I love that scene. Spider-Man fighting Green Goblin to me is just such a great scene. I love that scene entirely. We get to like the bomb in his... We never get cool scenes like that anymore, man. I'm trying to think. The Batman has tons. Tim Burton cooked with all the visuals in that movie. They hold up so well to this day. The look of that film. Yeah. Buddy who's spamming Chris, you're a legend. Anika, I appreciate it, but no need to spam. You guys let me know. Some of you. Someone said the opening to The Dark Knight, that is good. Oh, TASM 2. Yeah, TASM 2 swing scene. I do love that. These are just also comic book movie scenes. I want to like actual movies, and not to say they're not movies, but you know what I mean? I don't just want that. I'm trying to think of others. It's just a lot, but they're just, they're not coming to my head as much. I will say, though, to not make your question feel pointless, I thought about that this year because there have been 2 scenes in 2026 where I think now I'm going to start keeping a list on my notes tab that when there is a scene in a movie that just stands out and I feel like this is awesome, I'm going to save it. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to tell you the best scenes from movies in 2026. I'll tell you right now, the first 2 I have on my list. There is a scene with Ray Fiennes' character in the new 28 Years Later Bone Temple where he does something involving Metallica music. I think it's Metallica. It might be another band. That scene, amazing. It was the first scene of the year that had my audience clapping, going, dude, what the heck? That scene, number 1 right now on the list. Number 2 is going to be the knife scene in Send Help, Sam Raimi's movie with Dylan O'Brien, Rachel McAdams. That scene had me, oh, dude, it brought out so many emotions. It had me sweating, convulsing. Great scene right now. Iron Maiden, thank you. I don't know my rock bands. But yes, those right now are 2 awesome scenes in movies in 2026, and I'm going to keep that going until the end of the year, and hopefully we have a nice list. I'm not picking scenes from every movie. It's only a movie where I'm like, it stands out, and I'm like, that's going on the list. That's going on the list. Someone said the credits to Stranger Chapter 3. That's good. But yeah, look out for that, and along the way, let me know. Let's see here. Hi 3C, I'm a big fan, and I wanted to see if you would check out eventually my superhero film. It's new to films. It's on my channel, and it's okay if not. I want to see if you would my superhero film. Jump Cut Films. I'll pop it on here, but I really won't take the time to watch it. We have a lot of super chats to get through, and my family is here at my house waiting to cut a cake with me, and I don't want to have them waiting too long. So Jump Cut Film, but I will pop it up just so the channel can see. And what is this slop mess, man? Or is that 3D? Is that Blender? I hope that's not AI. That looks dope. Where is it, buddy? Your channel's not popping up. I'll definitely look it up afterwards, buddy. From season 4, yes, I cannot wait. Again, guys, if you have not watched the show From, get on it. It is so binge worthy. From it's you guys were the ones who made me watch it. A lot of y'all in the chat would recommend it. It's such a great show. I think you'll be hooked in from episode 1, and it's just an addictive watch from then on. And season 4 comes back April 19th. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I will say, I did see some people saying this, and I do agree. They need to start revealing more answers. One of the things that made me stop watching Yellow Jackets when I really enjoyed the first season of that show is it became information and mystery was like dangling a carrot. They'd be teasing you and hinting at you something, and they'd never get around to answering it, or you would be done at the season with 100 more questions than when you started, and it would just become frustrating. A little teeny bit of that towards the final season, but I feel like they reveal enough stuff as they go that you don't feel that frustration. But that'll depend now how season 4 goes, where I just don't want it to be teasing so much information. I would love to see Dan Trachtenberg do a G.I. Joe or Transformers movie and maybe help revive the franchise the same way he did to Predator. Agreed. I'd like to see if he got it. More Terminator, though, because I just want Terminator to be back, dude, the way he did Predator. Only positive I got for Scream 7, personally, for me at least. IDK about anyone else is one of my favorite band is doing the collab with Scream 7. Song drops for it. I did see Ice Nine Kills. That's pretty cool that they got that collab. Or 9 Inch Nails. Am I confusing them? I get those two mixed up all the time. Sorry, please don't at me. But yeah, I saw that they're having that, and that's pretty cool. Resident Evil 9 live stream, please, and Fallout and Pluribus review. I just how did you know I was watching? Did I mention that I was watching Pluribus? I just started that and I finished it. Okay, Fallout real quick. I still like the show and I'm still on board for season 3. Admittedly, season 2 was just not as good as season 1. I think there was just having the characters all separated, and I feel like not enough went on mystery-wise revealing. In fact, I was getting a little tiresome with all the flashbacks to the ghouls' history and story. I was honestly kind of like, I thought we got enough of that in the last season. I don't know if we needed to continue it. I I still think it had a lot of good moments, a lot of fun stuff in there. I like the Macaulay Culkin character. I like when Kumail Nanjiani showed up. I even like they brought back I forget the actor, but he was in Superstore, the white guy who turned into a ghoul. So I still liked it, but it didn't reach the highs of season 1. Still enjoyable. Pluribus, though, that show is my jam. I loved Pluribus. I was hesitant because, again, I didn't want to watch it week to week like others. I wanted to pile it up and wait till I could just binge it. And man, am I glad I did, because sometimes Pluribus was a little slow. There was one episode just dedicated to a guy like walking across the country, and I'm like, I get it. Can we get to the destination already? But Vince Gilligan cooked. Again, creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I think it has an awesome premise. Episode 1 is going to lock you in. I think up until episode 3 or 4 is when things really slow down and you're kind of just like, all right, so where are we going with this? What are we doing? What's going to happen? You want answers. And it leaves me excited for season 2. So I love Pluribus. I thought it was good. If you could interview an actor, what would you ask him? How big is it? Rank the Rugrats. No, I'm just kidding. If I could interview any actor, who would I pick, man? I think Andrew Garfield. But I think he'd be annoyed with the Spider-Man questions. He'd be like, all right, buddy, I get it. I was Spider-Man. Can you ask me about my A24 movie now? So I don't know what I'd ask him, but maybe Andrew Garfield. Leonardo DiCaprio would be awesome, but I'd be so intimidated. I just want to hang out with him on his boat for a week and be like, hey, this is life. Honestly, I don't know if he'd answer. I'd be like, I get you date young women, but how come your life didn't come out effed up like a lot of young stars? Isn't that I think Leonardo seems very well put together, very contained, professional wise speaking. I know he's got that ongoing joke that he never dates anyone over 25, but I'm like, I really don't think that's that big of a deal as long as everyone's happy. The man's just living life. Why not, right? Michael J. Fox, yes, I would. I'd be like, what's your idea for in your mind, what would a Back to the Future 4 look like? I know it'll never happen, but I just need to know in your mind, what would that look like? Someone said, stop lying. You know you would interview Ice Spice. I say, yep. I say, I do this thing at the beginning of my interviews where we clap. So clap. Put your hands down and clap. And then we'd have a staring contest for 30 seconds. Rank the Rugrats based on how they'll look in the live action movie. Rank them? Well, is that live action movie still happening? Isn't it now an animated movie? I mean, number one and most weird is going to be Tommy, the main kid, because just a bald little one-haired kid with a diaper is not going to look right. I actually think Chucky would not look as bad as you think. Phil and Dill, I think is what their name is. Phil or Dill, I forget. The twins, they would look funny with the little hair. I think everybody else would probably look the same. 3C lore on your golden birthday, the 6th one. When I was 6? I don't remember my 6th birthday. I'll tell you, almost every birthday from when I was like 4 up until like probably 9, 18, 17 was Spider-Man themed. We'd have Spider-Man decorations and I'd have family or friends over. What franchise would you like to be a part of? I'm not even kidding. For the longest time, it would have been Scream. I saw like the way Dead Meat got that cameo in Scream 5, dude. To just have my channel and my YouTube personality somehow make a cameo in the movie, that would be a big dream. I would have loved to have been in Scream. If not, I guess Chucky would be a big honor. Other than that, it's only horror movies that I think about. A Spider-Man movie would be dope, but we'll see if that ever happens. I'm the first person in my family's history to walk into a room and see 3C twerking on my TV. Happy birthday, Chris, and thank you for all you do. Much obliged. Godspeed, Spider-Man. I'm 28. Watch Nacho Libre. I need to add Nacho Libre sound effects. For the first time, they don't make movies like that anymore. Can't believe it was a Nickelodeon film. Save me that. Save me that corn. Take me a piece of that corn. I freaking love that. And you know what? On my TikTok feed, I've been getting Nacho Libre edits. I don't know who are the people making Nacho Libre edits in 2026, but I thank you. They are the funny. That movie is a masterpiece. I honestly think it'd be one of my favorite movies of all time. I underestimated how much I love that movie and how quotable it is. I love it so much. I like when he's in the bathroom pooing after he lost a wrestling match, and he's like, "These guys were a couple of wussies, huh?" Yeah. And he's just he's just farting in the stall. Get that card out of my face. I love that movie so much, man. I could quote Nacho Libre all day. Good movie. Who do you got for the 2026 Super Bowl? And the fact that we got 3C Films throwing it back before GTA 6 is crazy. I know nothing about sports. I don't know Seahawks or Patriots. I'm gonna say Seahawks. There you go. I have decided with my knowledge of the future. I'm in the new Illuminati. All this humiliation ritual is so that they can give me the knowledge for Super Bowl. 3C, how would you introduce Wolverine in the X-Men? I don't even know how you introduce any of the X-Men. I definitely want them to be teenagers. I don't want them to start off as adults. It's all got to be in the reboot where they just mash the world. You just have them existing. I think maybe you wait till the second movie to introduce Wolverine, and he's kind of a big plot point that they discover him as part of Weapon X. You definitely still have to do his memory wipe and learning about him, but maybe he's like cryogenically frozen or something. I honestly don't know how to go about that because I think introducing the X-Men is going to be such a hard task, but I'm curious to see how Kevin Feige is going to rock it. No, I'm just waiting for Tramel's character to tell Spider-Man devour. Oh, Phil salutes you. If you know, you know. He says such big words in Severance. I wish I could say them back. Happy birthday, Chris. You mean so much to all of us. Thank you, Point Flash. Thank you. Do you think Marvel will start fresh with a new cast or keep a mix of current and new cast? Honestly, would love them to start anew. I think a lot of people will get recast. I think they'll have like a new Iron Man, a new Tony. It would be someone different. I don't know if they'll do a new Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, because Sam Wilson's probably still going to remain. I think Chris Hemsworth, Thor will stay on. I was hearing reports that maybe like Ant-Man might not come back, so they'll replace him with someone else. Or yeah, I wouldn't mind some of that as long as it makes sense. Either way, the focus is going to remain on the X-Men. It's not like they're going to make Ant-Man 4 or all this. So yeah. You need to hurry up and come to Chicago so we can get drinks and chill. You're my favorite YouTuber, and our birthday are next to each other. Yours is February 6th, and mine's is the 5th. Oh, nice. Happy belated birthday. It's a sign. Happy birthday, Chris. You're my favorite B-Day memory. I'll be telling you, I wish you made this super chat rhyme, because then this would be my version of Stan from Eminem. I think we should be together, too. That type of shit don't make me want us to meet each other. I think you and your girlfriend need each other. Damn, it was you. Thank you, Stan. Favorite birthday memory? I think my favorite birthday is when I went to Vegas for the first time with my lady because I had YouTube money and we won $10,000 from a machine. That'll just always be my favorite. Like, that was crazy. Like, on my birthday in Vegas, first time, we actually won from a machine. Never won like that again, though. Never. The mascot from and I think it was actually 5,000. I said 10. It was 5,000. Don't think I won that big. But still, that's a lot, though. That paid for the whole. I profited by going to Vegas. The whole trip was like maybe $1,000, $2,000 with like hotels, food, everything we did that weekend. And then that I profited by going, dude. But that's the only time they suckered me in. I've never won like that again. The mascot from the Big Boy restaurant. Who I look like? Oh, come on now. GTA 6 review if it releases. I still got to play GTA 5, man. I told you, I only ever play the GTA games to push little old ladies on the street and aggravate the police. I didn't know for the longest time there were storylines in the GTA game. I just thought it was an open world map for you to do random things. How much do I need to give this hooker? Let's do it. Hey, Chris, I know you're doing a tier list now, but I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on Sadie Sink as Kitty Pryde, considering she had a history with Peter in the Ultimate Cups? I mean, maybe, but it definitely seems like whoever Sadie Sink is more has telekinetic or telepathic, I should say, telepathic powers, and not really just going through walls. The reason we know that is because in the leaked trailer, she said, if you don't stay out of my way, it won't just be your friends who forget who you are. It's like, how does she know that? She must have looked into Peter's mind. First super chat. Been here since 29 in college. 2019. Said help. Low-key wanted both to die at the end. Fire movie though. Thank you for everything. Your videos make my day. Happy birthday. I agree. There was parts in the movie where I'm like, oh dude, yes, she's finally getting her revenge. Okay, too far. Dylan, you need to kill her. Okay, Dylan, you're kind of a dick. She should win. I don't know who I'm rooting for anymore. Like, that's how watching that movie went for me. You've never been told you look like John Roca, because I can see it a little bit, probably the hair. No, I've never been told. That's the first for John Roca, but I like him. The cowboy or whatever his nickname is. He's got some good scoops sometimes. Who is the most overrated DC character to you? Ooh. I honestly would have said Superman before I earned Superman. Well, not earned. I looked more into Superman. I liked him. Because I was someone that was like, Superman's boring, but now I kind of want Superman. I like what James Gunn is doing. There's some things I wish were slightly different in the movies, but I'm excited for Man of Tomorrow. Very excited for that movie. And I like David Cornsweet a lot. But aside from him, never Batman. Probably the answer is probably Batman because of how oversaturated he is. But Batman is just so cool. I'm gonna go with the Flash. He's fast. So what? Oh, boo-hoo, his mother died. Ha! Just kidding. Hope you're doing great, Chris. I don't know if you've ever covered it, but have you heard about the Iron Lung got taken off the... I did see that, and they have addressed it. It was an error. It definitely seemed like they were out to get him and suppress his movies, but they put it back on there, and there have been tons of articles about how great his success is, but it definitely felt like, hey, come on now. Don't suppress the little guy. He's winning. Almost every killer from Scream wears a flannel, right? If you see the movie poster for Scream 7, there's a guy on the left wearing a flannel. I think now they're aware of this, so now they do it to mess with you, because I think there was people in Scream 6 who wore flannels and they were not Ghostface. But then I think there was one who did become it. Look back at last year's Valentine's Day stream. What about it? I'll look back on it, buddy. I'll look back on it. Hey, Chris, happy birthday, King. By the way, can you do the Prezi Shuffle? What's the Prezi Shuffle? Oh my goodness. That looks difficult. How does one achieve that? Okay. You guys have to speed it up times 10 like that video. The Prezi Shuffle. Okay. How does he? I can't. Okay. All right. That's wild. That's gonna hurt my knees in the morning. Oscar sends in a super chat. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Chris. I wish you a wonderful night with your family. Thank you so much for putting love into the world. Your son is going to have a beautiful life with you. We love you. Hey, man, that means a lot. Thank you for that positive vibe. And same to you. Same to you, FNAF Godzilla Prime. Can't believe I forgot to say happy birthday. Hope your birthday has been great. Well, thank you. It has been nice. It was nice. I got to go to a steakhouse earlier today. I got some nice steak in my mouth. Happy birthday. What are some of your favorite Disney Channel movies? For me, it's Let It Shine and The Ultimate Christmas Present. My favorite Disney movie, and Ryan Coogler is also, so he knows ball, was Luck of the Irish. To me, that was peak Disney Channel movie. I loved it so much. I thought it was one of the coolest Disney Channel movies. I'd always stop to watch it whenever it came on. I thought it was a good one. Luck of the Irish. I'm trying to think of like what other ones. Let's see. Disney Channel movies. Trying to think of what other ones were like. I mean, the Halloween Town movies were good. Like Phantom of the Megaplex was fun. I'm trying to see if there was I did like Smart House. Smart House I thought was awesome. I know people like Johnny Tsunami. I was always okay on that. Cadet Kelly, Pixel Perfect, Steven Stevens movie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Luck of the Irish. 13 Year was actually a pretty good one too. This was like H2O, but for boys. 13. It felt like a live action version of those anamorphic books. You ever seen those? The books, what was it? Anamorphic books. Is that what they were called? Anamorphic? You seen these books? These were all over the library, and I'd be like, what are these? It's just a kid turning into a whoever created this book series did an infinite money glitch and was high doing it. Because what do you mean a guy turned into a bee? I never read any of these. I don't get what they were, but this dude turns into a dog. These books are hilarious. But anyways, there's a movie called The 13 Year where a guy finds out he's half mermaid, and on his 13th birthday he starts becoming a mermaid. It was actually a pretty good movie. I liked it. Like, it was decent. This was a good one. Let's see here. Thoughts on Travis Scott in The Odyssey? Happy birthday. That is interesting. But Christopher Nolan is an interesting dude. I love that he's come out and said he loves the Fast and Furious franchise. He likes the movie MacGruber. He's a Travis Scott fan. Okay, as long as I was somebody weary of like Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, and Marty Supreme, but he was great in it. Think of what you want of him and all that. But as acting wise in that character in the movie, awesome. I don't know if we need a rapper in The Odyssey, right? It kind of defeats what I was about to say. Like, usually when they play who they are in real life or a version of that in a movie, it actually turns out well. Like, I don't know, in One Battle After Another, there is this army guy who's like an interrogator. There's like a scene, I don't even know what to search to look it up, but in the movie One Battle After Another, there's an army interrogator who's interviewing people in the militia group or in the activist group of Leonardo DiCaprio. And I remember watching the movie for the first time going, dude, this guy is like scary good at the demeanor and tone of like a cop or some sort of like authority law figure interviewing you. He had that so down. And it turns out he sounded that good because Paul Thomas Anderson hired a guy who did that for like 13 years as a career. So it's no wonder he sounded great. Basically what I'm saying, yeah, I don't know like how Travis Scott's skills would fit into it, but let's do it. Why not? Someone said rap isn't music. Rap is music. Okay. The Cat in the Hat, mad at the bat because he's dead next to a Fed. I'm here, you're there. I'll think of it eventually. Get off the mic. Someone said get off the I hate y'all. Rap is music, man. Oh, we know someone that's watching the alternate halftime show with Kid Rock. That's where I would hit the fa. L if you're tuning into that, by the way. Happy birthday, Chris. What are you looking forward to during Super Bowl? Toy Story 5, Minions 3, or the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Out of those three, Toy Story 5, because that's the one I want to see more of the movie, the vibe, see if they answer any questions of what's going on. Can we get a peek if it's actually going to be well done? So Toy Story 5, then the Galaxy one's already online and it looks great. And then see what Minions 3 is. Let's see here. First of all, happy birthday. Also, just want to ask a fantasy question. How much money would a Mario vs. Sonic movie would make if it... Oh, dude, it'd probably make a good amount of money. It'd probably do very well. It'd be crazy if that was the third movie and like this one ends with like a pipe going, Mario going to the Sonic world. Doubtful that'll actually happen. I think it's even two different studios, right? Because it's Universal with Mario and Paramount with Sonic. So they wouldn't do it because they'd have to cut the money in half. but it would be crazy if one day they did it. Hey, Chris, happy birthday. Hope have a great day. First video see for you was the Sonic movie video. Since then, you become my favorite YouTuber ever. Oh, that means a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The AI ad was for Civitica. Interesting. Interesting. I know you got some pull. Can you please have Cinemark comment down on the preview ads? Way too long. Is it? They are slightly long. I wish I had some pull with Cinemark. If anything, I probably burnt my contact with Cinemark because they hit me up to do an ad for the Bring Your Own Bucket Day, and I agreed, even though I was 1 week into being a dad, and I didn't end up fulfilling my contract with them. So they're probably not going to contact me for a while. You look like 2019 Chucky. I love your videos, by the way. Thanks. Happy birthday. I watch every video for years. Thank you so much. That means a lot. What's one thing you love and one thing you hate about video game adaptations? It's been on my mind and want some opinions. I love when they're not afraid to just be the video game. They embrace it. Like I saw there was a large debate online over the Mario movie because people were saying, hey, Mario. And again, I think they're great in their own different ways, and they all have flaws also in their different ways. But people keep comparing the Mario movies to the Sonic movies, and people were like saying the Mario movie is just nothing but nostalgia and references and pointing. Where I'm like, what do you mean? It's the showing off Mario taking a mushroom isn't an Easter egg or a nostalgia thing. That's just a mechanic from the game in the movie. Him hitting a block and having the sound effect isn't an Easter egg. That's just what happens in the video game. How do you call that just Easter egg slop? I don't get that. Maybe the Sonic movies have been better about, doing more real story and then throwing in some references to the game, but I wouldn't mind if they were more like that. But yeah. What was your question? So yeah, just embracing that they are a video game. I love Scream films where the opening kill is Ghostface failing to kill someone in the opening, and the opening victim becomes Ghostface to kill who survived the previous movies to try to put it end to Ghostface attacks. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I could see that. Did we talk about Scream 7? I just came in. Yeah, we did. I'll put timestamps at the end of the stream so you can go back on it. Happy birthday, 3C. Well, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Hacienda Aesthetics, thank you so much for love, man. Since you had a child now, you probably don't have as much time anymore to consume media, but I pledge you that it will be a good decision to put the time you have watching A Night of Seven Kingdoms. The last episode was life-changing. A lot of you guys have been talking about that show, and admittedly, I've just never seen Game of Thrones, but I hear you actually don't even need to for this. It's like, it's set in the world of Game of Thrones, but it's completely different and kind of disconnected. A lot of you have been talking about. I'd be willing to give it a chance. Seen Whistle yesterday. The concept of this version of a death character is cool, but yeah, movie was okay, and that cool death takes place at a steel mill. Interesting. Did you know that Bandai Namco Pictures and Legendary Pictures are in production for making a a Gundam movie? I think it's with Netflix, right? With Henry Cavill and Sydney Sweeney, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was that. Yeah, Gundam's cool looking robot. I know nothing about it. I'd be willing to watch it. Happy birthday. Any news on the Batman Part 2? Just that they're filming in April. We're waiting to see who they cast as Harvey Dent's dad. It was supposed to be Brad Pitt, but he passed. Some people want Matt Damon. Some people want other actors. We'll see. Henry is Voltron. My bad. Henry's in Voltron. And who's in Gundam? Just Sydney Sweeney? Gundam movie cast. Sydney Sweeney and Noah Centineo. My bad. Noah Centineo and Sydney Sweeney. Yes. Voltron is Henry Cavill. I knew Sydney was one of them. Thank you for that. Resident Evil 9 trailer with Mika Monroe is peak. Did you see it? Yeah, I did. A pretty good trailer. Really nice. It's definitely a great short film. If you extended that out to a movie, I don't know how kind we would have been on it, but maybe it would have been better than the last couple Resident Evil movies, Hey, 3C, any thoughts on Iron Lung versus Said Help at the box office? All in good fun, but still, I mean, Just the fact that a YouTuber's movie, self-financed, self-distributed, self-written and directed, self-acted, is competing with an actual Hollywood project, that's a win in itself. So it's awesome. Where do you think the Predator franchise goes if no Dan? Reboot? Badlands 2? No, I think they move forward with Badlands 2, and if it sucks, they reboot or they give it some space and try again with another film, but they move forward. Do you think FNAF 3 will succeed? If so, why? Yes, because it'll finally be Matthew Lillard as Springtrap. It's literally the thing you've been waiting for since the movie started, at least for me, is the Springtrap stuff. And Matthew Lillard has been by far the best part of all the movies. So yes, maybe not succeed. It'll be financially good because they make those movies so cheap and the fan base is loyal enough. But I think it'll be the most entertaining and probably the one I like the most enjoyable. Hey, Chris, any thoughts on the new Face of Death trailer? Used to rent those VHS as a teen and scared me. I can't imagine how they put this in theaters. Honestly, I haven't watched those yet. I need to check those out, and I'm not familiar with the IP or the history of it, so I actually need to do some research on that because I know some people are excited for that. But okay, I'm interested by what you're saying about renting the VHSs and you were scared. I'm a new content creator about movies. Any advice? Just as long as you show off your personality, no one can copy that, and that's what will draw people if you show energy and passion. And again, starting with shorts and then moving to long-form content. Happy birthday, Chris. Just got out of The Strangers Chapter 3, the best of the trilogy. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Still, though, it was meh. Yeah, I was falling asleep during it, if I'm being honest. Had a dream once where Ghostface had super speed. Now, that'd be crazy. That'd be a dangerous Ghostface. What is your ranking of all the Stranger movies? Okay, number 1 is the original. Number 2 is Pray at Night. Then I will go The Strangers Chapter 1. And it's only decent because it's copying the best movie in the series. So it's like, okay. Then Chapter 3 and Chapter 2. That's how I'll rank them. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. Emilio, gonna see you do that shuffle one day. Maybe. Daredevil Season 2, Invisible Season 4, and they both Season 5 gonna review. Yes, but most likely on the Clips channel. Boy Season 5, I think could get its own video on the main channel just because it's wrapping up the series. Daredevil Season 2 would get a video on the channel if I can see all the episodes ahead of time and post a review for you. Johnny Depp is coming back as Jack Sparrow. You wrong about Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Dang, I didn't know Bob Iger was in my chat. What's up, Bob? Hand me some of that Disney stock. Someone just said, Chris, it hurts when I pee. Fa. I'll just be my own soundboard. Doom. How low-key do you think there will be a Sonic 4 title card tease this month? I saw people point that out, that every February, at least the last 2 movies, they've used February to reveal the title card. They could do it. That'd be funny. Better quality is Disclosure Day or Project Hail Mary, but which wins box office? I think Project Hail Mary, just because it has such a dedicated fan base from the book, and so many people are raging about how great that book is, it might do more. Quality-wise, I'm gonna go Disclosure Day just because it's Steven Spielberg, but we'll see. Been a fan of you for a minute. By far my favorite creator. Hope you have the best day. Goat 3C. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday, 3C. Thank you for streaming on your birthday. Lost a family member this week, and your stream is a nice. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. I hope you're doing better. Let's see here. Wonder Woman versus what? Yeah, I reviewed Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man on the channel. You can look up those videos. They exist. Wonder Man versus Wonder Woman. Peak comic strength. I don't know. That's hard because Wonder Man's pretty powerful, but Diana's almost like a god. I'm gonna go Diana just because I like her better. As far as the comic character, because I haven't read any Wonder Man, but I loved Wonder Man the show. Happy birthday, Chris. I went to work today and met a coworker who watched your channel. We talked about your videos for a while and even hit the red. I can't believe that happens. I have friends and family members who will tell me that they've heard that from other people. They're like, I watched this guy, and they're like, I know that guy. And they're like, no way. I can't believe that happened. In fact, I was at a baby gender reveal party last week for a friend, and I saw people I hadn't seen since high school, and they were all like, yeah, my coworkers watch you. And I'm like, how do you know this? How do you just I don't remember ever working at like Sprint or Subway and going, see that new Markiplier video? Is that the bite of 87? I'll go clean the bathroom. Did you see the new Doomsday merch leak? Looks fun. Yeah, I saw the mask and all that. Looks cool. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that full look. I'm surprised we didn't get a Doom trailer. Everybody was saying that there was going to be a Doom trailer in those Avatar trailers, but it never happened. Let's see here. You want to say happy birthday? Just want to say happy birthday, man. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Live time fan, big time admirer. Is it too late to convince you to switch sides? I'll treat you right, puppy. You're not the first and you're not the last, buddy. I'm very popular with the lettuce, bacon, tomato community. Let me tell you, I've never been hit up by any females in my DMs, but I have countless of guys trying to hit me up. And yes, I have gotten nudes from men in my DM being like, come on, papi, I'll show you. I'm like, yeah, what? Oh God, that butt is pretty round. I can't believe it, man. It's shameless, some of you. I've opened my DMs expecting, hey, Chris, did you see that there's news for Chucky? And I get dong. Boom. Hasn't happened in a long time, though, but like peak channel Chucky days, it was weird how often it was happening. Let's see here. Sup, Unk3C. Lots of love from New Zealand. Scream opening idea. Ghostface attack. Victim kills Ghostface as subversion, but is revealed to just be a prank gone wrong. I could see that. That'd be sad. That'd be sad. Happy birthday, Chris. Fave cakes. Tres leches. I do love tres leches. Although it's very hard to find good tres leches around here because they'll say it's tres leches and it's a barely moist cake. So no. I honestly just like a good chocolate cake with plenty of chocolate icing. Icing, not whipped cream. There is a difference, and I am big back enough that if you show me a cake, I can tell you if that's icing or whipped cream on it. And that's me every time at a birthday party. Anytime the cake comes out, I'm like, whipped cream. And I see a cake out, that's frosting, that's icing. Oh, yes, baby, yes. Oh, dude. But if I had to be honest with you, I'm more of a key lime cheesecake guy. Happy birthday, by the way, old man. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited for Scream 7. I understand the controversy, but at the end of the day, I'm still a Scream fan. Sydney is the main lead with the kid, and Stu's back. I'm also that new poster is awesome. Yeah, and that's fine, man. It's a franchise, dude. I've loved this franchise since I was a kid. It's just sad that what the fan base has become thanks to a dumb studio's decision. GTA 6 marketing starts this summer, and AI has not been used. It won't be a delay this time with Take-Two. Okay, good. Thank you for that. Happy birthday, Papa 3C. Well, thank you. Thank you. Can we get a boys character ranking? Oh, yeah. In fact, we get a tier list. We could do that whenever the season's coming up. The guy whose superpower to have a stretchy pee-pee, S tier. S tier. No way. I'm sorry I joke like that. I had no idea your DMs are literally like that. I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's happened at least twice. And that's just enough for me to be like, no gracias. All right, that was the end. Thank you guys so much for making my birthday and this stream a nice one. You guys are very nice and good. I can't tell you how grateful and happy I am to have a fan base like you. And thank you for putting up with me and everything that I am, whether I'm funny, not funny, bad opinion, good opinion. The fact you guys watch means so much and the world to me. Y'all have a great night. Stay tuned for that Spider-Man video coming tomorrow. Love your faces. Stay safe out there, guys. Adios. Adios.